so important. I send your zodiac sign, put it in the chat, guys. Okay, with love, we gotta have a little reality check real quick. You gotta just be the best you can be, not anybody else. It's only you at the end of the day.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Tribe Tea. If you do not know who I am, hi, hello, my name is Naja, aka the Voodoo Child, and this is a Tribe Tea segment. That is when you guys send in your stories, we give advice, we have a nice little kiki, all that jazz, and it's a live segment. As you can see, we got people in the chat over here. All right, if you would like to be in the live chat, we go live on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes I may, get on there a little bit earlier and stuff, but you have to follow me on Twitch to get me, all right? But nonetheless, shout out to the YouTube tribe. What's up, YouTube tribe? I love you guys still. What's up, YouTube? Make sure you guys say what's up to YouTube. Look at all these cool emotes they got over here. I had no clue this was going on over here. This is so fire. But anyway, we have a few stories that we're going to get into on this stream, and we're going to start off with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories. Today's stream is not going to be an update. I still haven't really gotten a lot of updates from you guys, but that's a given. I kind of took off at the end of last year because I had a loss in my family, so I really wasn't expecting a lot of updates, and life has to happen to get updates, right? So no worries. We're just going to keep on reading good old Tribe Teas. But if you do have an update, feel free to send them in. As of right now, I only see one update in the bucket, and I'm probably going to read it either right before New Year's or something along those lines because I don't got no updates. But today we are going to get into these stories. So the first one has receipts. So this is a very good stream if you've never seen Tribe Teas before. The first one has receipts, and it's called Was I in the Wrong? Ghosting edition, and this was sent to me by like a OG tribe member. The next story is somebody wanted me to read this for a minute, and I finally found it. Working during not just the holidays or whatever, but also during a storm, like a really, really bad storm. And they also sent me pictures and stuff. The next one is called Stuck AF. I need you guys to guide me. That's intense. My girl says she needs a guide, girl. The next one is 12 years of friendship down the MF and drain. Ooh, that's sad. Man. And actually, I'm going to read this one before I read that one. And this one is another retail story. It's called Why Am I Still Here? And I'm sure we've all felt that way working retail one day or another, okay? I mean, at least I have. Shoot, I've had multiple damn, why am I here, child? Why am I doing this to myself? But hey, rite of passage, huh? But let's get into Was I in the Wrong? I didn't even bring that much water, so excuse me if I end up dipping to getting some more water at some point. Was I in the Wrong? Ghosting edition. So, hey girl, hey. I've loved seeing your progress throughout this last 7 years, and you have been feeding us on Twitch. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me throughout all these years, supporting my art, supporting my different channels. Thank you so much. Thank you. They said I don't think I've ever shared my big three. So I am a Cancer sun, a Taurus moon, and a Gemini rising. Shout out to all the Cancers, Taurus, and Geminis. What is good? So this story is about a guy that I met from Instagram. Where are my red flag emojis at? How do you meet bro, there's nothing good. I met somebody off Instagram in the past and nothing good came of it. And this was before Instagram was even as diabolical as it is today. So I couldn't even imagine. Dang. Not the Instaman. And he probably has 80 different IG models that he follows that he likes their pictures religiously. Man. So, Instagram boy. Anywho, I went on vacation back in early May and I posted a cute picture. I got a story slide up from this guy who I've had on Instagram for a minute, but we've never messaged each other before. I refer to him as he or him, being that the story only really involves me and that person. So this man was 22. He was a Scorpio. Shout out to all of my Scorpios. And at the time, I was 23. So he lives in a pretty well-known city that's about an hour away from me. And I thought he was cute. And honestly, for a split moment, I thought, hey, let me try to not be so lonely. Oh, okay. And consider him. Oh. So I answered him. Y'all, if you ever have this feeling, go on Facebook and like try to get like a hobby group or something. Do not cure your boredom with a relationship. These people are diabolical. Like, what? So the convo was going well. And he asked for my number. Then he wanted to call me and talk, which was weird for me because I really don't do phone calls like that. But I went with the flow and our conversations went really well. We started FaceTiming a lot, and after about 2 weeks, he wanted to take me on a date. Okay. So the day of our date comes, and I am super nervous. I haven't been on a date in 3 years, so I wasn't sure what to expect. Y'all got to start taking yourselves out on dates. I really don't give a damn what people think about me, especially because, I'm getting engaged or whatever, so people might have their opinions on what I'm about to say, but I still take myself out on little dates. And like, I don't know, maybe some of you guys can relate out there. Like, I wasn't really raised like girly type thing. So like, I don't know. I like to do little stuff like that for myself. Like maybe I want to go to the tea shop, maybe I want to go to the Sanrio store and look at Hello Kitty stuff. Like, like maybe I want to treat myself to that. And I think it's nice to treat yourself and to take yourself out so that when you do go on these certain dates and shit, you kind of have like an expectation where it's like, you're not going to do that for me. I would buy myself that drink in a heartbeat. Why am I even here with you right now? Like because if I was here by myself, I wouldn't be over here debating about, am I going to get this lemon drop or not? I would just buy myself a lemon drop. Like, you get what I'm saying? But yes, self-care is very, very important. I don't care if you're in a relationship or what. It's the same way how friendships are very important, even if you're in a relationship. I feel like having a relationship with yourself is very, very important. That's what I was about to say. How are you a Taurus and you don't be dating yourself? Like, that's low-key where I learned it from. Like, y'all usually don't care. Y'all will go anywhere by yourself and have a good old luxurious aesthetic time. Like literally like, oh, I want to go to the movies. I'm about to do a movie date by myself. Like, and just sit down with a whole bunch of food. Like, So because, they were a little nervous because now they're about to actually go out with a dude. So he drove me to the dates. Okay. As he should. And got me flowers. Okay. And we went off to dinner. I will say though that during dinner, I felt like I had to hold the convo the entire time. I was trying to think of things to talk about, and anybody who knows me knows that I'm shy and I can't really make convo out of nothing. I definitely was faking it till I made it, and it felt like an interview, to be honest. There was a point where he stopped me in the middle of talking and was like, "You barely even touched your food." And I was like, "Well, I've been talking. Do you want me to stop talking?" And he said no. Honestly, that was the cue to start talking and take over, which he did not. My thing is, Mr. HR hiring recruiter, I'm just confused because like, are you upset that you wasted your money on the food, or I'm just confused. Like, why did he even say that? Especially if he knows he's not going to keep a convo going. Like, why did you even bring up the fact? You said, what is he hiding? Something. Because what the heck do you mean? You didn't even touch your food. I didn't know I was being watched. Damn. I'm trying to see. Oh, and then she said it felt like an interview too. Like, that's a red flag. Like, bro, I don't know. But then again, isn't that what dating's all about? Is just seeing what you like, seeing what you don't like. And then if it doesn't work out, just move the fuck on. So, yeah. And then traditionally, like, why, unless you're being an engaging listener, which a lot of men are not, like, it takes skill and all this shit. I know you're not listening to me. So if I'm just yapping, like, what are we doing? Why are you here? That is true. When you be getting people off Instagram, it's like you're window shopping people. And it's like, this isn't how they really are going to act. After dinner, we went to this little park and walked around. And as I was talking more, this man was staring me in my soul. Like how Jasper was staring at Bella when she cut her arm and started bleeding. My dog said, my dog was fiending. Oh my God. And that's when he decided he wanted to kiss me. Ew. Personally, I move slow when it comes to that because I literally have only known him for 2 weeks. And this was our first time meeting. So it threw me a little bit. I always say whenever these dudes be trying to kiss you, like right when they meet you, they're trying to break these fucking boundaries down, bro. So everything just threw me. We went to a drive-in movie, which was cool because that was my first time going to one. And it made me feel a little bit more comfortable because I didn't have to hold a combo and we could just eat our little snacks and watch the damn movie. Several times I could feel his eyes on me and he would just kiss my hand or my cheek. Again, this is very abnormal for me because I've been Miss Independent for 3 years at this point. And after the movie, he dropped me off and left back to his city. About a week later, he then drove me to another state that is close by for a breakfast date. So we had a better vibe this time around, I guess. Anyways, we're driving back from the other state and he kept getting phone calls and answering all of them. I'm telling you, it was about 3 phone calls on our 30-minute drive. And it was a major turn off for me. Was he making like money moves? Like, what's going on? Then when he wasn't on the phone, he was playing some doo-doo SoundCloud music. And once he got me to my car, I just gave him a hug goodbye. And that's when he decided it was okay to grab my ass. Oh my God. Kissing. Grabbing ass. What? You grabbing ass? Oh, hell no. I would have got the ick. Y'all talking about blocked. Oh my gosh. Big blocked. Blockiana. Wow. I'm just so appalled. I'm sorry. It really threw me off when he grabbed my ass because I'm not one of those girls that even wants that kind of affection unless I'm like obsessed with you. And even then, in public, yeah, he was bugging and I stepped back. Once I started to reflect on our connection, my emotion towards him started to change. Damn, I hope y'all can't hear that. They out here chopping down trees outside. Jesus. I felt like he was being extremely clingy, even though he swore he wasn't clingy. He always wanted to FaceTime and text throughout the day and night. He would want to follow. This is a red flag for me because it's like, bro, do you have a job? Like, are you working? Like, what do you do for money? What do you do for, like, when we're not together? What do you do for fun? Like, what's going on here? Why do you have all this time in the day to be on the phone, calling other people? Like, you haven't made now one pop. I don't understand what's going on. What do you do for work? You DoorDash? Like, what's going on? This man would even want to fall asleep on FaceTime. Oh, hell no. What are we, 15? Come on, bro. The clinginess is too overwhelming for me. So after I was feeling like this for a few days, I called him and told him that the phone calls were overwhelming and that we needed to slow down a little bit, right? He seemed pretty understanding and we kept it pushing. A week after that convo, I just had this gut feeling that I'm not ready for anything or anyone, you know? And I'm pretty booked and busy between work and classes and school. I just don't see myself wanting to make the time right now. And the fact I didn't even want to try told me a lot about myself. And I just knew I was not ready right now. And kudos for you for coming to that realization, because a lot of people don't. Like, they'll know that feeling is there, but they won't be real with themselves because they don't want to hurt somebody's feelings or whatever. When in the long haul, you're going to end up hurting someone's feelings for real, because it's like, okay, why are we keeping this going? Like, what the hell? So I started distancing myself even more. And eventually, I just text him saying we should be friends. The reason I text him instead of calling him is because I still struggle with the confrontation when it comes to me rejecting somebody. I felt it was better for myself to articulate what I'm feeling through writing it down. I told him I didn't want to waste his time. But his response kind of turned me off. He talking about, well, you've already wasted my time, and if I wasn't your type, you could have just said that. He was most definitely was burnt. After I expressed that it wasn't because he wasn't my type, that it's simply I'm not ready, he said, it's not about you not being ready. It's about trust. Sir, why are you bringing up all this random stuff? Pause. But remember when I told you it sounded like they're chopping a tree down? They're beefing. I'm so nosy. The two landscapers are beefing like right outside my window. I'm so sorry. I'm going to ignore it because I know y'all can't hear it. But they're real deal beefing. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Had a moment. I was like, not y'all outside beefing. Okay. You talking about put the mic down. I'm nosy too. Nah, if they do it again, I'm going to go and see. Because I heard them talking, but now they voice got raised. And they was like yelling at each other. I was like, oh, trouble in paradise, guys? Anyway, so he's saying everything except for, maybe she's just not that into you, you know? And he's just not accepting it. So I just left it at that. And I started to feel better that I got everything off my chest. Then he would start randomly calling me again out of nowhere. He also texted me to see if we could still hang out, which is weird because I only met up with him twice. And those 2 times were on like a romantic level. So I'm like, why would we hang out? There were several other times where I had to tell him to stop calling me names like baby girl and sweetheart. My replies started getting drier and drier, and I was slowly trying to fade myself out from him. Basically, I'm trying to ghost him. So I didn't want it to get to that point of ghosting, but he just kept trying to push the boundaries that I set in place. So I recently moved out of my apartment in September, and I decided that now is the best time to remove him off my socials because he knew where I lived from picking me up from the dates. So, and she said, I already know you're going to say never give him the Addy, which lesson learned. No, for real. So fast forward to October and tell me why this man noticed I removed him as a follower on Instagram and requested to follow me twice. I also removed him off of TikTok and he followed me again, so I blocked him. Was I in the wrong for ghosting? I would also like to emphasize that we only talked for a month. I only held his hand and we kissed. That was it. So I can't make a solid judgment until I get into these text messages because you honestly didn't talk to him long enough for him to show, any like legit ass red signs other than the unemployed behavior of having way too much free time to the point where you're driving from state to state. Like that's a lot too. But here, let's get into these text messages. My dog's talking about, damn, I really fuck with you. Sorry, I was slumped. I was thinking about you. What were you thinking about? Girl, stop playing with this man. Tell me, what were you thinking? Speak your mind. Honestly, I was just thinking about how we used to talk on the phone, but I was just tripping because it's really not that. You and this damn phone. He'd probably be like whack 100, just like dangling his feet in the air. Tell me, you got me on some lover boy stuff, bruh. Okay, friend. Not the lover boy. Said, you got me on some lover boy stuff. Nah, not naturally. It's just you. What did I do to have you on some? Girl, you was flirting with this man. You was being you on Instagram. Oh my God, I would have got the ick. This would have been me getting the ick. Lover boy over a month is crazy. For real, bro. Oh my gosh. Is it going to be hard for you to be friends with me? Nah, it's cool. Bruh, you're on drugs. What are you talking about? It's cool. Where's the other one? Is it this one? Yeah, now he over here calling you baby girl again. And like, cut it like, girl, sis, friend. You're like 23 when this is going on. So like, I know that you was flirting with this man. How you been feeling, baby girl? So this is after he said that. He said, out of respect for our friendship, can you not call me that? I asked if you're okay with being friends. Okay. Tell me, I was just playing, but honestly, if you was going to be my friend, I feel like you should have at least called me or something to tell me. I would have appreciated more. Also, if you really wasn't feeling it either, whatever it was, you could have just spoke your mind. I feel like you'd be holding back. Did you not tell him the truth? Did you not tell him the tea? So is it the delivery or did you just not tell him? Like, he needs to make up his mind on which one it was. Did you know or did you not know? Regardless, I told you I wasn't ready, and that's real. I genuinely mean that. Whether it's through text or talking, I'm not sure how expressing myself through a phone call is any different. Because I thought we both had come to an understanding at the end of the day. You said it was cool if we were friends. If there's anyone holding back, I feel like it's you. Because you can't be honest and just tell me you don't want to be friends. Because I already know that wasn't your intentions when you met. That's real as shit. I've been honest with you about how I feel when I knew it was probably something you didn't want to hear. As friends, I'm not going to try. As friends, I'm not going to try and confuse you, which is why I want to keep things straight up platonic. Okay, I'm not holding back anymore. Oh my gosh. Here he go. And this the last text. I'm not holding back, I swear. Shut your ass up, what? Okay. I know you're not on the phone all the time. I was just saying for that one situation, I would have just called and explained everything. And you're not a sweetheart. What? Shut up. Happy 4th of July. Thank you. Hope you had a good 4th. I did. What did you do? Spent the day with my family. And then I went to see fireworks. How about you? Pretty much the same. Ate some good food. Went swimming. How you been? What's up, stranger? How you been? Damn, I guess we not friends no more either, huh? Bruh, you don't really like bring a lot of conversation to the table, bro. Like, and I also agree. Like, if you met somebody on a certain type of time, it's going to be harder for them to demote you from where you once were. Like, you were viewing her on a sexual level. You over here grabbing her ass and shit. Like, it's kind of hard to come back from that. And imagine if you just see two friends grabbing ass and shit, at least somebody seeing this is going to be like, well, what the hell's going on? Like, what? And that's true. She said, if you don't have time for a boyfriend, you probably still don't have time for a new friend. That's what I'm saying. Like, sorry, I literally cannot keep this shit up. And that's why I was being real. I can't keep it up. It's just not doable. So what was the question? What was the question? She want to know if she the a-hole or something. And she removed him as a friend and everything. She removed him off TikTok and he just keeps trying to follow her and she blocks him. Was I in the wrong for ghosting? I would also like to emphasize that we only talked for a month. Okay, so now that I got the whole thing together, no, you are not wrong for ghosting, because honestly, he wasn't even really putting in a lot of effort into the relationship as much as he was just keeping tabs on you. Because like you even said at the dinner, he's not adding to a conversation. What did you do? What are you up to? Like, bro, you're not, just cut it out. Me personally, and this is just my assumption, there's no concrete nothing, just from the patterns I've seen doing tribe teas, this is my assumption. This man is most likely, allegedly, somebody who has a girlfriend in the city that he lives in, does not work, and that's why he has all this damn time. I think he's more so pressed on the fact that he didn't get to home base with you and all his efforts were kind of in vain, and that you genuinely are just like unbothered. Because in order for dudes like that's game to work, the girl has to be like really down to do shit, right? Not know their boundaries, and like you were just constantly boom, 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 nope, 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 nope. And he's just like, damn. Yeah, he was definitely love bombing. So yeah, I could see him living in an apartment with another girl, shoot, maybe even a baby, in the other city. Because how come y'all always got to go to all these different cities when y'all hang out? Y'all only went on 2 physical dates. He over here constantly testing boundaries, grabbing your ass and trying to kiss on you. And then when you say it's time to go, he is just still trying to do that weird slick shit like he's in high school with these weird face palm emojis. Like, I don't know. I see through his game. Ooh, and your nails are really cute. Yes. Your sister did these? Oh, she ate. I love the black ones, the matte ones with the flowers. That's so pretty. Yeah, honestly, I feel like you dodged a bullet, because the reality is you didn't have a time for a relationship and he has too much time. So do with that info what you will. But, right, just living through Instagram. Like, bro, go get a job. Let me know what y'all think. Ooh, my head. My shit is too sore right now. Oh, my God. Ooh, that's better. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you guys think his whole MO was? Because she ain't even give my dog a chance, as she should. Like, but let's get into this next one. I got some more receipts for this story too. It is called Working in the Long Island Storm. It's a horror story. It was a mess, okay? So I'm not going to say their name, but hey, friend, you've been here for so long. Oh my gosh, another OG tribe member. What's up? You know who you are. So this is going to be really short, but to be honest, this is more of a glimpse of the events of what happened while I was working. By the way, this person said they don't care if I say it. So they work at a TG Fridays. They still have those. Still exist. They live. Oh, the one in New York. Yeah, I know there's one in Times Square, but is that Fridays? Huh. Well, my location is a huge mess. The storm began around 6 or 7 a.m. on this day with heavy wind and rain, and it stopped for a while. I was scheduled from 5 to 10, but my manager calls and is like, you can come in as soon as you can. To-go orders just will not stop coming in. She's the only manager there, along with one cook, so I'm like, okay, sure, I'll help. I get there around 2:30 before I left it. Oh, I got there around 2:30. Before I left, it did simmer down, like before they left the house. But as soon as I got out of my driveway, the storm just like ramped up. Oh my gosh, these 2 pictures are just what it looked like on the way. Oh, wow. See, do I have a picture of this? No, I might show y'all, but to a Floridian, this is pie. Like, I've driven through worse with bad tires. This is pie to us. Like, piece of cake. Here, I'm going to put it up there. I could see how this would be intimidating. So it's the same way how probably you could drive in black ice. I know for a fact I can't. I can't drive in the snow that well. I can drive really well in the rain. Now, do other people drive well in the rain? No. So you could still get cracked and die out here messing with these damn Floridians. Like, girl, where's your little, well, it's coming. While it's sending in, I'm going to finish reading. Oh, there it is. I was about to say, I'm impatient. I want to see my picture. Where is she? Where is she? Here. She's hiding. Here it is. See this? I would eat this up. I would eat this up. I would eat this up. I would be driving like 15 miles an hour. I would eat this up. The only thing that sucks about when you're up north and it's raining like this is your infrastructure is just not equipped for all of this rain, which can turn into mold. I saw that building in the Bronx collapse last week. No, I'm being real. Yeah, I've driven in something like this with bad tires before at a young age, like a dummy. Floridians will drive through hurricanes to go get some alcohol. Like, yep. But yeah, this little John, I would have ate that up. I would have ate that up. I would have just drove that like nobody's business. So that was what they saw when they were on the way to work. So I get there around 2:30, and this is what they saw around 2:30. The first thing I was told is that one of the ceiling tiles in the dining room fell on the dining room table, and the light bulb fell out. What the hell? So y'all collecting water in these buckets? Okay. Whose idea was this? Oh my God. Huh. So I clock in. There's a few old ladies dining in, a moderate amount dining in. Oh, hell. I would have been like, ma'am, you need to leave. There is no, nah. What do you mean dining in? That is so inconsiderate. You know it's raining cats, dogs, hogs, and logs, and you want to sit up in here. Wow. For like 20 minutes, the orders are nonstop. It's just me, the manager, and one cook, and 3 people. You would think people would choose a better fast food restaurant to place takeout orders during a whole storm, because our food has a reputation online and in our area of being nasty. But no, drivers kept coming in to get food, which I find insane but dedicated, talking about like Grubhub and DoorDash. Then I notice, oh my gosh, y'all, the ceiling is starting to leak, bro, in the kitchen, bro. Look at this shit, bro. The ceiling is starting to leak while I'm packing orders. It drips everywhere. I was about to say, because, hello, ew, hello, hello, oh my gosh, y'all. Y'all be eating Fridays? When I was a kid, I used to tear this shit up. That is just And then look at all the orders piling up. The orders are going to the fucking floor. This is what y'all want? This is what y'all want to eat? Oh my gosh. This all happened at 3 p.m. You know what's crazy is that all the Chili's that are down here, they all have an open back of house. Like if you go to the to-go section, you see how this whole thing is like visible to the public. Like there is no, it happened during COVID. I don't know if all of them are like that now, but ever since COVID, it's like you can see directly into the back of house at the Chili's and shit like that. But I don't know why. Out of Chili's, Applebee's, Fridays, Ruby Tuesdays didn't even make it, child. But you get what I'm saying. Those type of restaurants, out of all of them, I'll slide to the Chili's. But Fridays is one where like that used to be my top, like for sure. And it just went so downhill. Like, look at this shit. Just a mess. You said it gave you diarrhea. I believe it. I believe it. Oh my gosh. They got the celery and ranch. Oh my God. At this point, we're freaking the fuck out. At this point, we're freaking out. So they're trying to get a hold of my general manager, but he's not answering. Since he's not answering, she gets a hold of another manager who wasn't there. We calling them, texting them, no response. It gets to the point where they almost called the district, but they decided not to. I wanted them to. At 3:13, we finally get the emergency National Weather Service. Everyone in the restaurant's phone going off like, oh shit. Well, what do we do now? Oh my gosh, bro. So the flood warning alert, you know those things that gets on your phone and be like, and like everyone could hear it? Yeah. Everyone got it at the same time in there and still felt like they could stay. Like, what the fuck? So at this point, the storm's at its peak. Basically, all of New York City and Long Island's underwater. I had to move my car to another section of the parking lot on a hill or it would have got flooded. Oh my gosh. And look at this. This is the side of the building. So it's so flooded. It's raining down. And some's coming into the building. Some's coming spouting outside. Oh my goodness. What do you even do? What do you even do? Like, what the fuck? How do you... I stepped to go outside and my ankles are underwater. No, you're going to get ringworm. Oh my gosh. The restaurant is in shambles with leaks, the GM not answering, people calling out, flooding. Tell me why I'm on the phone with one of my coworkers and she's telling me she's not going to be able to come because the street lights by her house are not working. A huge ceiling tile falls in the kitchen loud as shit. And she heard it over the phone. So we're both just laughing on the phone. And then a few minutes later, 2 more tiles in the dining room fall onto the table. I hope it hit one of these damn customers. Like, shit. So around 4:30ish, my store manager finally starts answering the phone. He's talking about, what do y'all want? A new job. Bitch, you got me fucked up. A new job. That's what I want. She said it in a very hostile tone, too. So she explains to the manager everything that's going on, the leaks, the flooding, the tiles, the possible electrical fire. And she's acting nonchalant, talking about it's happening at every Friday's location in the nation and the show must go on. Wow. Wow. What do you mean the show must go on? That was gnarly. Is this how Fridays gets down? I think the story's too long and half it got lost and I probably didn't have enough storage, so I'm going to keep writing. But he lives in, I know where this is at, but I'm not trying to give too much tea. Just know he lives in like another, damn near like a state over. And it's a little further away from the Atlantic Ocean, like the coast, depending on the part. But it was still bad over there too. He comes in around 8 and he comes in around 8? 8? Oh, the problem has been gone for 4 hours now. He comes in around 8 and tells me and my coworker that he had his phone on Do Not Disturb since last night. And at 4:30, he just now saw everything. Which I'm calling bullshit. Because how do you not turn on the TV or look outside? The only scenario I'm thinking is that when he was high or drugged out his mind. Because it's no secret that man do drugs. Oh my gosh. He do more drugs than we. Oh, wow. And he probably wasn't aware of his surroundings, which I still can't really believe either. Servers and to-go people come in, so I end up leaving around 9:30. My basement did flood, but only about 1 to 2 inches of water, which isn't that terrible. And this is the aftermath of the storm. So we've got ceiling with no tiles, ceilings that are about to be caved in because there's water in between the what's that called? The insulation of the building. Like, it's all nasty. The parking lot is ruined. Ew. And muddy. My restaurant is a really big mess, and we tank on sales. And on a good day, we only get about like 10 bands in sales, which is not good compared to the other stores. The highway we reached in a minute was... The highway, what? Was $14K, and that's when they were hosting a car show. Oh, okay. So they're saying the only time they really got some good money is because they're near a highway and there was a car show. This is my first food service job, and I've been working here since February, and the things I've seen and witnessed are insane. During the graduation/prom week, a server and a manager were sleeping with each other. What? Then something happened, resulting in a huge brawl, including 6 employees total, including the store manager. What? And they were saying that's another story for another day. That is insane to me. It's always these damn fast food managers trying to get with these freaking kids. Have y'all noticed that? Just a grooming ground. Horrible. It's like so inevitable. I look back when I was a teenager, my first few jobs, it's like inevitable. These grown men are going to pray and they're going to try to groom. They're going to ask inappropriate questions. Like, oh my gosh. No, y'all said I can't stand fast food. A lot of people in the food industry do drugs to cope. Yup, because these people be cussing people out. And then the people that do curse out fast food workers are never polite, always classist, trying to remind people of their intellect and shit. Like, look, no comment. But I'm glad that you were safe. You did not get in no car accident. Your car didn't get flooded. As for the job, I don't know, friend. You might have to either try to go work at a different franchise, a sister company, or I'm not really sure what you're doing if you're just trying to build your way up within this company so that you can get maybe like a GM position or something like that and then go and work somewhere else. Yeah, I would just look at the positives and just be glad that you didn't get fucked over royally. Like, that's not your franchise. You don't own that franchise. You don't got to replace them tiles and shit in the ceiling, right? So, hey, good luck, because it is not for the weak. I've never worked fast food, and I would just consider it a blessing. It's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. But all right, let's get into this next story. This person needs our advice, okay? So it's called Stuck AF. Please guide me. Dear Naja, how's it going? Pretty okay. I've been rocking with you since 2018. Thank you so much. That is crazy. Every time somebody says 2018, it still doesn't register to me. That's like 5-6 years ago, but thank you. I wanted to send you in a tribe tea in hopes that you can help guide me with your big sis wisdom. Shout out to Spodie and Daniel. I will try to keep it sweet and short as much as possible. So, my name is Irrelevant. I am 29 years old. I am a Gemini gang, Libra moon, and a Cancer rising. Shout out to all my gems, my Libras, and again, my Cancers. So, I am from a state between Arizona and Texas, and for the past 8 years now, I have been with this guy. Damn, 8 years. 8 years is pretty solid, pretty extensive. That's when we start having talks of like, so what are we doing? What do you want to do? You know? Now, let me give you the background info. We're going to call him Anthony, okay? I essentially followed him on Instagram back in 2013. But it was not until 2015 that I had gone to Cali with a friend for a concert and met Anthony in person. You could say we fell in love and decided to be boyfriend and girlfriend from that point on. Anyway, I came back home from the concert trip and we did the whole long distance thing for a year until I decided to move to Cali and be with him to change my life, or rather discover myself, because at the time I was only 21. So y'all say there's some red flags already. Y'all say the red flags because the Insta, no, for real. This like, this person probably has been watching you for a little bit. So anyways, things didn't end up working out and I just decided to come back home. Since Anthony was so in love, he didn't want to let me just leave, and he forced himself to come to the state where I'm at with me. Mind you, I was moving back home with my parents, and he sort of just like came along uninvited, stating that we're married now. You can't leave me. Am I missing something? We've been together for the past 8 years now. If there ain't no ring, that's what I'm saying. If there ain't no ring, no. What are you talking about? We're married. Do my parents know that we're married and you about to go and crash and live in their house? What? What are you bringing to this marriage other than debt and a suitcase? Fuck a 10-carat ring. You didn't even get my girl like a band. Nothing. Oh, we're married. Oh, hell no. Just because you don't want to lose control. And not to be too nosy, but obviously something happened in Cali. Not trying to be too nosy, but something happened in California. Wow, so he just about to move into your parents' house. That's crazy to me. So fast forward to 2018, we finally move out of my parents' house and get our own apartment together. And I would say that's when I noticed that he's still a boy to me. Doesn't know how to clean up after himself. Just wants to play video games, boy stuff. I would have to fight with him to change out his trash bin and his... Okay, hold on, pause. We finally move out of my parents' house and get our own apartment together, and I would say that's when I noticed he's still a boy to me. I'm gonna just ask a question. It's not really like relevant to like my judgment or anything, but when you were in California, did you live with his family? Because how did you not know how he act when you moved out there yourself to go be with him? Didn't you live like... You get what I'm saying? Am I missing? Why did you purposely leave out what happened in California? I'm sorry. Like, I can't let that go. It was like, yeah. And then, I moved to California to be with him, but then I realized it just wasn't it. So then I moved back. What do you mean it wasn't it? And I don't know about you guys, but like, if you skip a few steps and you try to live with somebody and it don't work, you're most likely not going to be compatible. Because you know what people realize after they get married, they move in, realize they're not compatible. I know it's taboo. I wouldn't advise somebody to like rush into living with their significant other, but if you are questioning whether you want to be with them for a long period of time, I'm going to need that to be on your bucket list before you say I do or get on one knee, because you don't really know how somebody really operates and how they really get down, how they soothe themselves when there's problems, how they clean things, how they express anger, sadness. Like, you don't know that until you live with them for real. So I wish I knew what happened more in Cali. That's what I'm saying. Like, how was he acting over there in Cali? I don't know. Because I don't care how old you are. Shoot, I moved out at 19. When them bills come a knocking, you put on your big boy pants. There is no, oh, I'm a little boy. Like, nah, bro. You the world whoops you into shape. So that's why I'm like, what happened in Cali to where you realize, yeah, I don't want to live with him, but I want to be with him though. Were you living with his people? Because then that also makes sense why he felt so emboldened to come down to where you're at and live with your people. Because he's like, shit, you've been shacked up with my people. I don't know. That's my assumption. Because again, you didn't tell us. So now that we're in this new apartment together, it's 2018, and he doesn't know how to clean up after himself. He just wants to play video games. I would have to fight with him to change out the trash in the bathroom, or tell him to brush his teeth like a mother would her son. And that's what baffles me to my core. Why do you have me feeling like your mom? I am your partner. I don't know. I guess it might have something to do with his own dad being oh, damn, girl. Talking about it might have something to do with his dad being a drug addict. No shade, because I too battle my own demons. Where in here screams my daddy a drug addict? What? What happened? Like, did his daddy have him in a trap house when it was messy? Like, what is the correlation, bro? Because shit, I have addiction in my family too. My dad's an addict, or I don't know if he's admitted that to himself, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, bruh, I don't know. I don't think that's an excuse, because there are tons and tons of people who are children of addicts, alcoholics, all that stuff, who try everything in their power to not be like that parent and like want to be everything they're not. So if they're dirty, I'm gonna be clean. If they walking around here with brown teeth, I'm gonna brush the shit out of mine. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I don't know. Again, you know this person more than we do. I just thought that was crazy. How you was like, oh, well, daddy is a crackhead. So it's like, damn, girl. She said the sperm was high. That's what's going on. The sperm was high. Like, that's what I'm saying, bruh. What's I got to do? Shit. Oh, my goodness. So now we're going to fast forward to the present 2023. I am beginning to strongly dislike him. To be fair, remember how I told you something was off because our friend here. Okay, anybody that's writing me, okay, you have to be real with yourself before you come to me here. All right? If you want to do this, text your friends. Because this is the shit that you do when you really don't want somebody to guide you. Because I knew something happened in California. I knew you purposely left something out. And now you're over here talking about, and we skipping through all these fucking years and shit. Now you talking about in 2021, he caught me cheating on him. And ever since then, he will not let it go. You cheated on him, girl. I know somebody out there in the ether is going to be like, so look, let's play both sides. I know you're probably going to say you cheated on him because he was not making you feel like his woman. He was making you feel like his mom. And it'd be gross to want to have sex with him at that point because it's like, you're a little boy in my head. I don't want you, right? On the other hand, it's like, girl, leave him. Because you already lived with him and it sucked before. He said fuck your boundaries and tried to moved in with your parents. Now y'all are living together. It's still not working again. Like, why are we beating this dead horse? What the fuck happened at that concert that was so magical that, you know, that's how I feel. You should have just opened. You should have went in order. Because look, she goes, so in 2018 and then in 2018, but now in 2023, and then she does it again later on, and then in 2021, and then in California, and then, girl, this relationship is toxic. It's toxic. It's almost like it's giving, you have like a handful of water and you're trying to keep it in your hand and it's just like spilling. Like at this point, bruh, you're not interested. In 8 years in my Cardi B voice, you probably just ran its course. It's ran its course. And if at 8 years you guys are not happy, you guys are not planning marriage, you guys are not planning a family, you're not planning travel plans, you're not planning a business together, like, what are we doing other than arguing, cheating on each other, pissing each other off, shacking up? What are we doing? She said she got caught cheating. And how do you get caught? Girl, you would think he would break up with me, but nah. Friend, okay, I get your game. You're one of those people that like to play victim in the breakup. Girl, if you don't grab your biscuit and go and be a woman and break up with him, you could take a lesson from our friend in the last story from 2 stories ago when she just said fuck it and broke his feelings real quick. Because now you have successfully drugged this. Because you were getting the ick back in 2018 when you moved out and got your first apartment together. Now we're in 2023. Like, you really could have had a whole different type of life. He could have had a different type of life. But instead, you don't want to be the person to break up. So you stay here. Oh my God. And it seems like both of you guys think this way. It seems like he doesn't want to seem like he's the one that gave up, and you don't want to seem like you over here say he's still lingering. Girl, I'm not sure if I should go into detail about that, because honestly, that year is a whole other story. Oh my gosh. Essentially, I smashed an old friend from high school, and I acknowledged that was a mistake. And a little while after, I met another dude from Cali on IG, and I flew out to meet him and smashed him too. Friend, you need to chill, bro. You about to turn this man in this undesirable, if you get my drift. You need to chill on him. You need to let him go. You are low-key wasting all of his good years. He could be out here doing other things with other people. You get what I'm saying? Not saying he doesn't have his flaws. Not saying he needs to doesn't need to clean up after himself. Doesn't need to, do these things. It's just, why not leave? Why not leave? Like, why not leave? You over here flying, and then you ain't even getting flued out. You flying yourself out to go get some D. Like, you need to leave him alone, bro, before you turn this man into, like, the king of the incels. Please leave him alone. It's like, it's almost like you're doing all of these things in hopes to get caught so that he could break up with you. In real life, the guy has the same name as Anthony. And when Anthony found out, he was furious. He said it was the devil trying to get him through me. Mind you, Anthony is like super religious too. He's always pretending to be holier than thou, but honestly, he's an alcoholic who loves to go driving while under the influence, which to me sounds like the opposite of holy. You know what sounds like the opposite of holy to me? Shacking up with a girl for 8 fucking years and not getting married. Like, what type of book is you reading, bro? What the hell? But again, it's giving, maybe he's acting like this because his daddy did drugs. Like, you like to throw these little jabs at the end of shit to make your stuff not seem that bad. That's why I said y'all need to reread this and maybe send this to y'all homies first before you send it to me, because I don't know these people in real life, so I can easily see these little jabs. You get what I'm saying? Why didn't you just leave? That's all I want to know, because I'm not going to deny that, he ain't dirty. I'm not going to deny that, he's not treating you the way a man should. I just want to know, like, why are you staying? And you're like, oh, he just keeps lingering. Why are you staying? Like, think about that and dissect that. Why do I want to be here? Was it your housing? Couldn't be, because your parents let you move back in last time. Why wouldn't they let you move back in again? You're in your home state. You over here smashing people from your past. Like, come on now. Anyway, he caught me slipping. Toxic as fuck. I know. But during 2022, we decided we were going to try to love each other. It should not be this hard. Oh my gosh. We were going to try to love each other and work through it, on the condition he starts helping me more around the house and starts acting like a freaking 28-year-old. So he's 28 in 2022. So now he's 29. And then you are 29 as well. Okay. Yeah, come on, friend. You got to know what at this point, I really hope this isn't going to end like this. Because now that I know how old you are, if this shit ends with you guys getting a proposal and you being like, should I choose? I'm going to walk out of this room and go get a glass of water. Because I can't tell you how many times I see this. Usually I see this with like the high school sweetheart ass relationships from my high school. They be doing little shit like this and like swinging and shit. And then like, oh, surprise, we're getting married, even though we've been fucking on each other for the past 4 years, the last 4 years of this relationship publicly. You've been seeing us at bars, making out with other people, right? But yeah, now we're going to get married because religion and society and expectations. Like, bruh. I block all the fools I was talking to and messing with, and I show him my DMs every day on social media, including my email and text messages. Yeah, the trust is fucking gone. Needless to say, it's 2023, and I'm still being like, did you brush your teeth today? Oh my gosh. And like, for the record, I haven't messed around with any dudes since then, but he continues to get upset when random dudes follow me or react to hard eyes on my story or slide in my DMs. Like, I can't control what other people be doing. Come on now. Side note, I am never allowed to go through his phone ever, nor am I allowed to touch his phone. Every time I do, he flips out. Girl, because, you know, he probably cheating back. That's why I said the trust is just gone. I would just leave. I would literally pull a Wendy Williams, because now you in your home state with your mama and them. While he's at work, I would pack all my shit up, leave. Like, be like, bro, I'll send you the money to help with the rent and shit, little baby, little bookie boo, since you want to act like a child. But what the hell? Like, the trust is gone. I wouldn't be surprised if he's cheating, because men's egos are so much more fragile. He's like, shit, I'm about to go cheat right now. He works one full-time job for the state government and a part-time job on the weekends at a dispensary. So I rarely see him, and that's his excuse for not helping around the house. That he's working or that he's tired from working. I guess I'm getting that. It makes me feel like his mom. It's been 8 years, and I'm so tired of it. If anybody is having this problem, I'm going to need you guys to invest in some housekeeping. I'm going to need you guys to invest in some housekeeping. That needs to be part of your man's budget. Like, if you guys are in a financial partnership, you guys are both working full-time to the point where nobody can clean the house, it's time that we put into our budget housekeeping, house cleaning, at least once a month, once a week, to come in and do a reset. When me and my fiance are like, usually this time of year, we're working really, really hard. Sometimes we got to have somebody come in and, you know, help out or whatever. Sure, it's not like a maid, child, but, you know, we'll have a family member come in, help us clean up. Or say if I'm not that busy one day and he's really, really busy, I'll clean up. If I'm editing from the bed for 6 hours on end, he's downstairs busting dishes, doing like he's doing stuff. Like, I get it. Some people don't have the time. So maybe we need to put that in our budget. The same way we have the electricity bill, the water bill. We need that bill too. Because you know what's funny? When you take those little, because that's all of marriages and shit is about from what people have been telling me and the advice I've been getting. It's always arguments about chores and shit. Chores, and then sometimes, unfortunately, sex becomes chores if you're not doing certain things. Like, people be beefing about fucking chores, trash cans and sinks not being wiped down, and baseboards not being dusted, and fan blades not being dusted, you know. And when that gets taken out and you just have that person, then you could really dissect, like, okay, I just don't like you. My trash taken out, the dishes clean, the laundry shit, and your existence just I still don't like you. I still don't want to be around you. I still want to text other dudes. She even said the D game is okay, but the dudes I mess with in 2021 show me there is much better out there. Yeah, girl, it sounds like you want to be in the streets. It sounds like you want to be in the streets. You just need to go and be in the streets. Like, when we fight, I tell him all the time to go back to California. Like, why are you even here? Leave me alone. Girl, you are so mean. But he just brushes it off and ignores my request. Our lease is due to expire at the end of the month, and I don't want to live with him anymore. Friend, what the fuck? The end of the month? I would have been talking to him on the 60-day notice when you tell the people whether you're really going to live there or not. I get it. People now, they're like, fuck it. You're going to find out when you find out. But legally, if you wanted to break a lease and leave him alone and not have any hit to your credit, you should have hit him up 2 months ago and said, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. We can't live together. I can't do this. I can't. It's been 8 years. It's just not working. we're not growing into better people together. Like, we're stunting each other by even doing this shit. Period. Talking about, I don't know. I just want to move in with my parents and work on myself. T. As I mentioned earlier, I battle my own demons, and I wish and pray with all my might that one day I could just get up and go to rehab, but I can't. I got bills and a very good job. Plus, no one knows about my addiction but Anthony. Oh, now it's starting to make sense with your impulsivity. You have addiction problems. That's why you talking shit about his daddy, and that's why he's in a relationship with you, because he sees that avoidant attachment style that reminds him of his father. Wow. You gave us a lot of information towards the end. It's just making a lot more sense now. So I feel like I battle with this war inside silently. I don't feel comfortable telling anyone because I feel like they would judge me. Also, let me mention I work for the state government as well, so I make decent money. So I can't just give up my job and say, sorry, folks, I'm an addict. I need to work on myself. You feel me? Well, not luckily for you, but there are laws that companies cannot discriminate. I don't know what state you're in, but in my state and a lot of places in the South, so I would really, really look into it. You never know. A lot of companies cannot discriminate against addiction. Addiction is viewed as an illness in a sense. And they would have to send you to a program. They would have to get you to do well, because in a weird way, say you overdose, God forbid, your family can low key like get on where you work, because it's like you guys knew she had a problem and you continue to fund the thing, right? So I don't know. That is a hard one. I feel like fuck Anthony. I would be more so like, damn, how the hell am I going to kick this addiction, you know, and keep my job and keep it going? She says, I feel super stuck. I love Anthony, but I'm not 21 anymore, and I'm no longer in love with the person he is. I don't even love myself right now, so how could I be in love with him? I'm tired of being treated like his mom. I'm just so unsure how to go about it since we have financial ties to each other. Another thing I should mention, I co-signed for his $42,000 car. Because obviously his credit sucks, and I was forced to sign my name. So I'm so unsure going about breaking up and what initial steps I should take, or like even what to say. He knows lately I haven't been... Okay, hold on. Let's do one thing at a time. The job. I know that we get conditioned living in this country to feel like we have to have a job. We have to be working. A lot of people think that their worth is their job. And then if you have a nice job title, like you're saying you work for the state government, people usually Americans usually put their jobs before their health, like a lot. I think that we forget that the whole reason we work is for capital, for money. If you move back in with your parents, you're not going to need any money, and you're going to have all the time to really focus on recovery. If that job discriminates against you because you went to go get recovery, that's a lawsuit. Like, I really don't foresee a job punishing you for getting help unless you made it well known you were getting help and then you went out and while you were better did something bad on behalf of the company and like tarnished it, was fucked up, you know. Like, that's really the only time I could see them being like, hey, you're a liability, you need to go get well, you can't work here anymore, right? But I don't foresee them being like, oh, you're an addict, you gotta go. Like, no, you're trying to go get help. That's not the same as somebody being like fucked up and drunk on the floor and at their job. And nah, that's not the same. So if I were you, I would let them know what's going on and leave. You never know. They might let you come back. But even if they don't let you come back, you have that on your resume that you have worked for these people. Like, that's a big deal. That's a really big deal. But if you're dead, you're not going to get any of the royalties from doing the work, right? If you don't make it to see the next day, you're not going to see the royalties. If you keep self-sabotaging all your relationships, you're not going to see the good part of living here. You get what I'm saying? Now for the car. In the sugar baby situation in the last story we read, where someone's boyfriend co-signed their unicorn sugar baby girlfriend a car, what they did is they did a request for like a seizure or something. Like they did a tow requirement or something. I don't remember. Y'all gonna have to refresh me. Put it in the comments. But there are ways to get that car in your name if all else fails, to have it on your property. If he doesn't pay the car note, you can't just sit there and let your credit go to shit, you know. However, you did put your name on there, so this is going to be a lesson. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy making sure that car gets taken care of, but that is going to be something that has to be done. I would let your support system know that has to be done so they can worry more about it than you, because you're going to be in recovery. Another thing is you're going to have to let your family know about the tea. The same way and they're going to learn this in recovery. This is really, really big. My fiance was a tech. So there's certain things that he took from that era of his life that he's told me, you know, like certain lessons and stuff. Honesty. You got to be real with yourself. Like you can't be fluffing shit up and lying and like, you know, lying to yourself. Like you got to be real. You're going to have to tell your parents about your addiction. You're going to have to be real. Shoot, you might even have to tell Anthony's parents and be like, look, I'm breaking up. Y'all need to watch him because he has a problem too. Like y'all need to watch him, or one with his parents, right? This is a time you really are going to need to take a break from capitalist society and go get your head right. Go get your head right. She said, my question is, how should I go about breaking up with him regarding the wording? Let him know that y'all both need to get treatment. Period. And then all you gotta do is be like, once I'm done with treatment, then we could talk. By the time you are done, you're gonna be such a different person, bro. It's gonna be a no-brainer. You're gonna be like, yeah, I don't even drink. Like, I don't even know how we're even gonna hang out. Like, trust me. I see it on intervention all the time when they have a little boyfriend, little girlfriend. They're like, oh, well, just go get help. And then once you're out, see if you want to be with each other. Neither of them want to be with each other. Both of them realize, like, yeah, this was just codependent. There was literally nothing there. You know? Damn. For example, we have a $6,000 Tempur-Pedic bed. Wow. Also, he had to quit his job during the pandemic due to a toxic environment and had me go beg my dad for his half of the rent. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to sell this $6,000 Tempur-Pedic bed and split it both ways. Give him the 3 bands. He'll be able to pay for his rent, which is $1,700. He'll be able to pay for the rent. Boom. I want to break up, but what about my dad's money? Sell it. Sell it. He's going to have to take that 50% hit. Just get that shit out of here. Just get it out of here. And talking about your dad will be paid back. You're adding more tethers to this. Yo daddy, okay, so if y'all wouldn't have broke up, would your dad be sitting there waiting on $6,000 from you? No. So why are we adding more problems to an already messed up situation? Your dad is not expecting no money back. Sell that fucking Tempur-Pedic, give him 50 so he can shut up and go away. Take your 50. He can pay his rent with the 50, with the 50%, with the $3,000. Honorable mention, this year he went and bought a $700 gun because the dude I messed with in Cali was like a gangster guy and shit. And I feel like he was like, oh, I got to be a gangster with a gun for her to like me. Girl, you're a mess. Naja in Tribe, help. I apologize if it's super long, but thank you for reading. Any advice would be appreciated. Here is some photos. Keep doing your thing. Much love from Mexico. Yes, I love your eye looks. He looks like every like alternative dude at a tattoo shop where like they don't speak much, but like when you're getting your tattoo done, they'll just sit next to you and just be like, some good lines. It's nice. Like that type of shit. He looks like one of those. Like not like the douchebaggy type, just like the dudes, they'll just sit there and be like, nice lines, nice. You know? Yeah, this is the time you're about to have to make. What is this? Your Saturn return, your solar return year? I'm not sure. They always say right before you turn 30, you got to go through something. You're going to have to make a big decision. Do you want to red pill or blue pill? You want to stay asleep, be in active addiction, stay in this house with this man, constantly cheat on him and make yourself seem like the bad guy, until he is ultimately the victim and everybody it's just self-depreciating as fuck. Like, I just feel bad. Or you could do the other option. Just completely say, fuck the game. I don't want to play. I need to go get right. Tell your job what's really going on. Be like, hey, I got to go. Then go up to him and say, hey, I got to go to treatment. I got to get better. Because you need insurance in order to go to treatment. So you can't just be like, your job cannot just say like, fuck you, bro. Like, especially if you're working for the state. It's not how that shit works. Then you tell him, I'm going to treatment. And when I come out, I'll be able to let you know if I can be with you as my healthy self. You need to get treatment too. That's how you handle that. Now, for the car, tell your support system, your parents, your cousins, whoever is your support system, about the debts that you have with this guy so that they could stay on top of it so that he doesn't fuck you over. So with the car, what did they say? Do a tow request or some shit like that. So at least you could see the car. If he doesn't want to pay it, y'all can work out a payment plan, go to court and actually write out a contract or something. That's another thing. You don't even need to go to court for that. You could literally write out a contract, have him sign it with all the terms, go to a notary, get it notarized. Boom. You could sue him now if he doesn't want to pay for the car note. I don't know why I didn't think about that in the last stream. As for the Tempur-Pedic bed, again, your daddy ain't waiting for 6 bands, girl. He gave you the bed. Sell the Tempur-Pedic. Even if you only get 4 bands back, he could still pay his half of the rent. Get him the fuck out of here. Just get him out of here. And that's for the $700 gun. Good for him. Good for them. I hope he busts that bitch. I don't know what else he's like. What? Over here got a little gun. A gun? Why a gun? He said, I only just got here. Go with your head. No, for real. You set up in my Saturn return, and I've had to cut my friends list and love the people I'm receiving love from. No, seriously. It's a lot. Damn, speaking of a lot, this story is long. The 12 years of friendship. I'm going to get into it, though. No, for real. As soon as I feel that way, too. As soon as they go their separate ways, they're most likely not going to stick with each other anymore, hopefully. But if you have any advice, please let them know in the comments below, especially if you yourself are going through addiction. Because in this day and age, there are a lot of functioning addicts. A lot. Because you have to be. It's do or die out here when it comes to this money. So give her some advice, if you will. I'm about to read the last story. This is about 12 years of friendship down the MFN drain. Okay? So, hey Naja and Tribe, I want to start this story off with a little bit of positivity because the drama is absolutely insane. First of all, I love ya and your channel. Thank you, friend. I've been watching you since 2020 and your tribe teas and story times really helped me get through my class of 2020 senior year blues. If y'all want to feel old, the class of 2020 hits their inaugural 4-year, right? Isn't that what inaugural is? I'm probably wrong. When you finally have 4 years since you've graduated, like, yeah, isn't that crazy? People that graduated in 2020, it's been 4 years now. Wow. Anyway, I love watching your old videos. It still brings me laughter and smiles during rough times. I'm glad. I'm not going to say your real name because it's very unique, but I like it. You can use my name. No, I'm not going to do it. You said I low-key want my ex-BFF to hear this story and for her to confront me. Oh, wow. So if you want to say my name, you can. Oh, wow. So we got tribe on tribe violence. Okay. Wow. Who just texted me? What's going on? And I got left a voicemail. Oh, okay. Sorry, y'all. So, there's smoke. So if this sounds familiar, she talking about you. Anyway, I'm 22. I'm a Virgo sun, Leo moon, and Sag rising. Shout out to the Virgos, Leos, and Sages, okay? It's still Sag season, right? I'm pretty sure. So, and my ex-BFF is a Capricorn. I don't know if that matters. Shout out to the Capricorns, too. I was about to say, is it Capricorn season yet? I don't know. Hopefully, I'm in the stream when you read this because it's messy. So, for the sake of the story, I'll be giving 4 characters names. We'll call my ex-BFF Grimy because that's just what she is. Ooh. Her little side friend is Jay. Her boyfriend is, ooh, why y'all always be? Girl, are you Haitian? You got all these damn Haitian ass names, bro. I got too many people I know with these names. Damn, I don't know what to call this person. I'm really thinking. We're just gonna call her boyfriend Lil L. How about that? Our mutual BFF, I'll give a name because she's in the beginning. Okay, now there's too many people. I'm gonna compose this story into mini stories of the red flags of why I should just cut this girl off and how our 12-year friendship ultimately meant nothing in the end. Sorry for the grammar and the length, but I'm open to any opinions and advice. Here we go. So, Grimy, Double D, I guess that's a mutual friend they have, and I have been best friends for 12 years. We all met in the 3rd grade. The friendship initially started off with me, Grimy, and then not long after, Double D became part of it. We all shared the same interest in Double Dutch, plus we all lived in the PJs. So fast forward to middle school, we were inseparable. Everyone called us the 3 Musketeers because we were always together. And then high school comes and Grimy moves away. She didn't live far. It was about like 35 or 40 minutes. So when we'd all have sleepovers, we would do play dates and we would hang out and just catch up on our teenage lives and experiences. During the summer of 8th grade going into freshman year, Double D and I were still with each other, doing bestie things. And I honestly believe me and her were and are better as a duo. Okay. She is still my ride or die to this day. This is just a little backstory of how we all met, formed, and everything, right? So I'm just going to skip a couple years to after graduation. It's 2021. I was 1 year out of high school, and I was just trying to figure out my future and stuff, I just moved to the same city where Grimy had been living, and ironically, Double D moved there too. So I thought, this is perfect. We can all reunite. And mind you, at the time, Double D and I didn't really hear much from Grimy, only when she texts or call us, to be honest. But at this particular time, we had just been chopping it up about things we can do in the city and stuff. But now I think about it all, we never all hung out as a group. It was either me and Double D or me and Grimy. And I think it was because Double D's mom was strict and never really cared for Grimy. And honestly, there's been times where my mom and grandparents told me, keep an eye on that girl. You know what they say, mamas always usually be right when they be saying that about our little friends, huh? We just have to learn the hard way. There was one time my mom didn't want us hanging out at all as kids because we'd always get in trouble. The fights we've been in together and for each other are crazy. But still, even back then, I told my mom we were inseparable and she can't choose my friends. Ooh. But honestly, now that I look back, I should have just listened to my mom. But the teenager in me just couldn't fathom us not being cool. Up until our big, not little incident, I seen both of these girls as my sisters. We stuck with each other no matter what for 12 years, and I just couldn't see us changing that. Anyway, it came a time where Grimy and I chose to hang out, and my intuition was telling me no, but I hung out anyway. But you said that's another story for another day, and I wrote about it, but I'm sure it broke the rules. Well, that's probably why I wasn't read, friend. But let me know if I should rewrite it and send it in. Well, not if it's breaking the rules, friend. What? So, short trigger warning for El Drugas and SW, okay? So that night we hung out and she pulled up to my apartment in a car full of Crips. I guess blue flags, red flags, blue flags. I'm not sure this time. What? A car full of them? Oh, hell no. I'm not coming out of my house. No. We went to a telly. Girl, I know which area y'all from. Y'all love saying that in these stories. I'm like, what the hell is a telly? They went to a hotel party. And then we ended up leaving that hotel and getting picked up by a group of randoms. Oh my God, y'all about to give me a heart attack. And going to a party at their hotel. That's when I found out that she was on the booger sugar. And I was offered it for the first time. Ooh, girl, you could have died. Oh my gosh. I didn't do it, but I did take like 3 X pills. And we were drinking and smirking. And somehow I ended up in a PIMP's hotel room, who was a tattoo artist. And Grimy was so out of it that she couldn't see the fact that the PIMP's girlfriend was trying to talk us into working with them. And they kept giving her booger sugar. Look, they're trying to get her cased up, and they're basically trying to get y'all loose so that y'all can go and do some shit. Don't ever take the free meal. That shit is not free. Oh, hell no. This is so dangerous, bro. Like, I know I had my little stints and stuff when I was younger, but we ain't had fent killing people like that. We didn't have that trank killing people like that. Like, this is crazy. So, she over here tweaking out on the booger sugar. I'm scared out of my mind because I thought I was about to be sold into a S trafficking ring. It was like 3 a.m., so there's no Ubers. But eventually, the PIMP ended up drunkenly driving us back to my apartment, where I offered some food and a shower and I offered the girl, mind you, the girl, not the pimp, a food and a shower and to stay the night. But she was so wasted that she wanted to keep partying. So she called her boyfriend to pick her up at 4 a.m. and she left and didn't speak to me for like 3 days. Wow. I know that was a lot, but that's the story without getting too into detail. And honestly, that wasn't even a red flag. It was a red fucking tapestry that I ignored. But after that night, I looked at her differently because she really showed me a side of herself that I never knew existed. And I really should have cut her off after that. But me being me, I didn't. You want me to tell you what I think she was going through? I think she was going through them damn withdrawals, because I don't think that real booger sugar exists anymore. Shit, y'all better not attack me, but it is what it is. Look how Nicki Minaj acting on live stream right now. These are rich millionaires. And their booger sugar looks a lot like opiates, does it not? I would not be surprised if your girl was having some extreme withdrawals, 0 dopamine in that noggin, just bitter, mad, and wanting to turn up some more. Because with booger sugar, you got to keep doing it to keep feeling, yeah. I don't know about y'all. I just don't think that shit exists. I don't think that shit exists anymore. Not in the US anyway. Not in the literal North America. I'm talking Canada, the United States, and Mexico. I think all of it is stepped on and it's not fucking real. I think it's METH mixed with opiates. Period. Mixed with a little bit of caffeine. Adderall if you're feeling fancy. Like, I don't think, like, bro, this is just not the era of experimentation. Like, it's just not, like, it's not safe. It's not safe. It's just not safe. Right. Even the carts are getting laced. The weed cart, like, bro, like, it's just not safe right now. It's just not it. So anyway, we're going to skip ahead to October 2022. I moved back to my hometown where we all met, and y'all, Tell me why one day Grimy FaceTimes me and her face is busted open. Like there's a gash right above her eye. And she's telling me that some girl snuck her and hit her in the face with an iPhone because she's seeing Grimy come out of her man's hotel room. But Grimy told me they didn't do anything. Until this day, I still don't know the full story. So the day after, she tells me to pull up to that same hotel. And I was mad it happened to her. So my plan was to jump the girl. Girl, are you trying to be her pimp? Because it's so obvious what she's doing. If 1 + 1 is 2, like, I promise I'm not like this anymore. But hey, I pulled up to the park. We both got our cars parked next to each other, planning on how we about to do this shit. Long story short, the girl ended up not even being there. So Grimy and I ended up slicing her man's tires. I do not recommend doing this, guys. 0 out of 10. I get no cool points because I got my karma back tenfold from doing that. Not long after that incident, I was on my way to work and my steering wheel started vibrating. Turns out I needed new rotors. Oh my gosh. And I couldn't afford it. So I ended up losing my car. And that is what I get, low key. T, because what do you mean you ripping that man? Look, ride or dying for what? Ride or dying for this dummy. So now that her car is out for the count, now we depended on Grimy for rides. Okay. So she had her own car. She would come and pick me up. And one weekend I decided to stay with her, or so I thought. She wanted me to do some knotless braids for her. So me and her went to her sister's hotel room. Why does everybody live in a hotel? Like, where do y'all live? Orlando? Like, what's going on? So it was me, Grimy, her older sister who was pregnant, and her older brother who is the G in the LGBTQIA+. So I started braiding, mind you, for free. And it was a bad storm that night, so the lights went out. And I was still able to finish because I'm a trooper and I wanted my best friend to look good. So I set up some flashlights and thugged it out. But baby, when I tell you, while I was doing her hair, her and her siblings were arguing real bad. To the point where it was a moment when me and her went to her car while she cried to me about everything. To be honest, I hate to sound disingenuous, but I don't even remember what they were arguing about because I was so ready to leave. All I know is that her brother was reading her down. I mean, down. It was so bad. I felt so awkward because I'm just braiding and they kept asking me questions trying to put me in. I hate when people do that, bro. I told y'all that happened to me before when I was living with a family member for literally like 2 months, not even a month, 2 months. And they tried to get somebody to like get on me. Like, they're like, yeah, Naja, and you don't do this. Don't they not do that? And my friend just said, they're like, what the fuck? Like, bruh, I hate when people do that shit. It's like, if you need a team, then just shut the fuck up. Like, just keep it to yourself. Then what? Not the hotel dwellers. Not the hotel dwellers. Oh my gosh. So I'm hard-headed. I heard that she over here refusing to take her medicine and shit. And I'm just like, I need to help her. I used to have this toxic trait where I thought I could save everyone and they mama. But after this, I figured out what J. Cole said was facts. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. No, that is tea, bro. Some people just... Shoot, I had to learn that too. Some people really don't want to be saved. They like having conflict in their life. So anyway, this is where Lee... Oh, what did I name him? Lil L. Lil L and Jay get introduced in the story. So the night I braided Grimy's hair, we were supposed to stay at her sister's hotel room. But like I said, everybody was beefing and we ended up staying at her man's house. Once we get there, I finished her hair and I low-key wanted to go home because his house was dirty. Ew. And it smelled like the pit bull they had up in there. Oh. Plus, there was barely any furniture. But I didn't want to ask her to drive me home because it was so late. So I ended up sleeping in the bed with her and her man, Lil L. Her in the middle, me on one side, and him on the other. I was extremely uncomfortable, but I was so tired after doing her hair. I would have been like, girl, can you give me a blanket? I will go lay in the car. Scratch that. That's what Lil L should have did. He should have been like, look, y'all ladies can stay in the bed. Y'all can have the room. I'm about to go sleep in the whip. That's what he should have did. Because what do you mean? We are being sandwiched. We are sharing, like, ew. Ew. And then you got to wake up. He got his morning wood and shit. That's so awkward. The next morning, I woke up in that bed by myself. Lil L was up playing his game. I asked him where she went, and he said to the store. Girl, you left. Oh my gosh. He said the store. It felt awkward being in the room with him alone, so I asked for a towel and washcloth so I could take a shower. I shower until I hear her come back, and then I get dressed. She took me home. Honestly, I don't know what number red flag I'm on, but yeah, it was crazy, and I ignored it all. So fast forward to the last day we hang out. She told me that her friend Jay had a hotel room. Everybody always got a hotel room at this point. And this is what I learned when I stopped hanging with my bummy ass friends when I was in my early 20s. The hotel, we've been to all the hotels. We've been to all the clubs. We've been to all of the emotionally immature, stunted, reject adult houses who are having their midlife crisis. We've bummed at all their houses already. We've been to all these places. It gets old. It's like, damn, another hotel party. Damn, another kickback, quote unquote. It's like, bro, this shit is getting old. All we ever gathered to do is get fucked up. Like, that shit's getting old as fuck. Like, damn. So she wanted us to come over and drink and chill. So she picked me up. We went over to Lil L's house first. This was when I was formally wait, so Lil L got a house and he chose to sleep sandwiched in the weird. This is when I was formally introduced to Lil L. And off rip, him and her got into an argument about something. After that, she had wanted to drink, but he told her no. He had some airplane bottles of Bacardi that he gave me 3 of, and I gave her 1, drank the other 2. Because I knew this night was about to be crazy. Girl, I would not drink with them people. So they finished arguing. Here's the thing. I would never do this because with toxic ass couples like this, because for one, they're either going to get drunk and argue to the point where you can't have any fun, or they're going to get drunk and be really touchy, feely, and now we might have a coercion situation with a unicorn. You get what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. No. So they finish arguing. She storms out, and we left and went to Jay's hotel room. I was introduced to Jay, and she was pretty nice. We were in her hotel room just chilling, listening to music, drinking some tequila. Girl, this is when I found out not to mix rum and tequila because I was so wasted that the room started spinning. Oh my gosh. I asked Jay if I could use her shower to sober up a little bit. And as soon as I got in the shower, I just threw up, girl. I finished showering. And I'm hovering over the toilet when Grimy opens the door to ask me to ride with them to the store, which was only across the street. I told her that I was too drunk and for them to go without me. But she told me that Jay didn't want anyone in the room while she wasn't there. So I got in the back seat and rode with them literally across the street and back. But it kind of sobered me up. So I guess it was okay. When we got back, it was already late. So everybody just fell asleep. And that next morning, I gave Grimy gas money to take me home. So her and Jay dropped me off and went about their day. I thought nothing of it. Me personally, right now, this is one of those things. Remember how I talked about Jess Hilarious yesterday where it's like, I wouldn't do it, but I'm not about to, like act like bitches ain't doing it. This is like a birds of a feather flock together shit. All of this stuff so far, you've been tolerating a lot of bullshit. And like, I don't know. I'm losing the plot too. I'm like, when does it get bad? Because as of right now, it just seems like y'all are both like young, wild, free, living your Lana Del Rey blue jeans fantasy, chilling at the hotels and running around and getting drunk and meeting with pimps and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? When does it come to bite you in the ass? And when does she do something that separates the two of you? Because as of now, y'all partners in crimes. It's been your best friend for 12 years. She didn't change overnight. Y'all had, even though y'all went to different school, y'all still chill together. Like, you are also at these motel rooms. You are also getting drunk. You are also off the beans. You are also messing with the pimp. Like, what is she gonna do that sets y'all apart? That's all I'm trying to get to. So they dropped me off, went about their day. I thought nothing of it. Come to find out later that day or the next day, Jay somehow got my number. I don't know how, but she called me talking about how she went to KFC to get food and came out and Grimy was gone with her purse. Oh, hell no. She was so mad talking to me on the phone that she sounded like she was going to cry. She said she knew she couldn't trust Grimy and she didn't know why she left her purse in her car with her wallet and everything. Wow. Me being dumb, I'm thinking it was an accident. So I called Grimy to ask her where she is and tell her that she has Jay's wallet. Girl, you're dumb. And she starts arguing with me saying she doesn't have anything and that someone called her to pick them up. So she left and hung up in my face. After that, I couldn't get in contact with her. So I just told Jay I'm sorry that happened. And Jay told me to watch my friend because she is, in fact, grimy. And this was the last red flag that told me maybe I shouldn't hang out with her. This is when all the red flags blow up into flames. One day I had to work and I didn't have a ride. So I asked Grimy if she could drop me off. She sounded in distress and told me that her and Lil L were on the way to come pick me up. She gave me Lil L's number to call, which I thought was weird because why would you give me your boyfriend's number if you and him are on the way to pick me up? Come to find out that was not the case. So I called Lil L and he told me he's on the way. I asked him if Grimy was with him and he said no. So I told him, never mind, don't worry about it. I'll just call out. But he insisted on picking me up. And then told me we would just go to his house to pick her up. I thought it was weird, but he was already 10 minutes away, so I wait. He gets here now, and we're on the way back to his house. And at this point, I already know I'm about to be late for work, so I text my manager and tell them, and they say it's okay. This is when the story gets crazy. So crazy to the point where I think about the situation like a movie. It's like flashes of scenes. Oh, my gosh. So I'm just going to tell you the way it happened in my eyes. We pull up to the neighborhood and I see Grimy walking on the sidewalk in sweats, a t-shirt, and sneakers, yelling like she's mad or something. And I'm confused on what happened prior to us pulling up. So we ride past her to park and she's asking this man for a cigarette. Okay. I guess he didn't have one, so she got mad and started yelling even louder. Mind you, I still don't know what the hell's going on. So Lil L parks his car, not in front of his house, but on the side of the curb, in front of the first house in the neighborhood. And he's like, get in the back so Grimy can get in the front. So I open the door, stand up, and I'm like, hey, girl, I put my arms out for a hug. And when I tell you, this girl straight punched me in my face. What? Definitely a setup. I was so caught off guard because you don't expect that from your best friend. When I tell you I blacked out, like literally after she snuck me, all bets were off. I just started seeing red. Mind you, I'm so confused. Plus that shit hurt to a point where my eye was throbbing and leaking. I thought my eye was black and bleeding. Oh my gosh. Nonetheless, we started fighting, like really going at it like strangers. I hate when this happens, but once I got on top of her, Lil L pulled me off and separated us. So we're both arguing. I'm like, what happened? And why did you sneak me? You know what she says? She says, why are you with my man? Girl, did you not call him? Yeah, I think she was high. I think she has a drug problem. No. What? I'm like, girl, I literally called you to pick me up, not your man. I don't want your man. He's ugly. But my blood is boiling. So I go to Lil L's car and just start throwing stuff at her. Like everything I seen, I threw. I threw a peroxide bottle, a shoe. So Lil L lets go of her and puts me in his car and locks the door. I guess it was on child lock because I could not get out. He drives around the corner and is telling me to calm down and he doesn't know what happened. And yeah, right. I'm just seeing this girl run to the car. I'm looking around the car to see what I can throw. I see a tire iron. Friend. You know the one shaped like an X? Yeah. I cannot open the door from the inside, so he gets out and starts talking to her, holding her back while me and her are arguing through the window. Then she acts like she wants to open the door, so I said, open the door and see what happens. Lil L's like, no, please don't do this. I'm just on tunnel vision. We're screaming. And she opened the door. So I kick her down to the ground. I get out of the car and I start beating her with the tire iron. Girl, you going to jail. Lil L pulls me off and takes the tire iron and tells me verbatim, don't beat her up. She doesn't deserve it. She's tripping. I think she took a fake perky. I don't know why she's doing this, but y'all need to calm down. I was about to say there ain't no real drugs out. Like all of y'all are on opiates. There is no, like, bro, y'all are literally on opiates and they like step on it with caffeine. Like, this is not the experimentation time. It's really not. Oh my gosh. At this point, I don't care. She hit me, let me hit her back. Because there's no excuse. I don't give a fuck if you were on crack. You don't do that. This girl just flushed 12 years of friendship down the drain. Now, every time I see her, I'm beating her up. She said it's on site. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I still feel the same way till this day. Tribe, let me know. Would you let this situation go? Maybe I'm not mature enough, but till this day, whenever I see her, it's up. I don't care. But yeah, that's my story on how I wasted 12 years of my life on a crackhead that I had to beat up in the end. And if you guys are wondering, yes, I still went to work after the fight. I was an hour and a half late, but I thugged that shift out because, baby, I need my money. My eye wasn't black, but it was throbbing and oozing clear discharge throughout my whole shift. Oh my gosh. I called my mom once I got to work and she was furious. But when she picked me up after my shift, we talked and basically just told me to pay it, charge it to the game. We already fought. Certain people are in your life for a reason and a season. That was her season and now it's over. I just don't need to hang out with her anymore. That was good advice from your mom because honestly, if it would have progressed, somebody probably would have been killed. Somebody probably would have got shot. Like, y'all already fought. There really is no need. It is what it is. Right. And then you beat baby with a tire iron. Like, I think you're good. It's been over a year since this happened and we still haven't crossed paths. But once we do, I do not care if we're in public, the club, Target, church, wedding, a funeral. It is smoke. But yeah, Naja and Tribe, that's my story. What are your opinions, thoughts, and advice? Should I let it go or not? And if this happened between you and your best friend, what would you do or not do? Thank you for reading my story. I know it was long, but I had to get it off my chest because it still makes me mad. But honestly, I am hurt because that really was my best friend, like my sister. But hey, everything happens for a reason. Love ya and the tribe. Peace. So, again, like I said earlier, I was waiting for like the big thing that sets you two apart because honestly, y'all was doing a lot of the same things. You was also popping beans. Just so happened the bean she popped ended up being a super gremlin perky. You know, like if anything, I feel like this should be a lesson to you to change your surroundings and your lifestyle as well. You know, I get it. This girl was your sister and everything. I don't blame you for wanting to cut her off. I don't blame you for being angry and hurt. Like putting your hands on somebody is like a whole different level of distrust. I would let her parents know that she has a problem just so that somebody in her family has an idea of like what's going on with her. Cause this boy she with isn't going to do shit. all the people she's around, it seems like she's pushing them away. Like she's getting deeper and deeper into the addiction. Remember, I told you there's only so many hotel parties. There's only so many kickbacks. It's going to get boring. You're going to start looking for things to make it not as boring, right? It's going to get worse. Like, you won. That's what I'm saying. You might as well let it go because y'all aren't friends. If you guys were still friends, then I could see you being like, oh, what should I do? Like, there's nothing to do. Y'all not friends no more. Let her go. But if you still feel for her and you feel like, damn, I want to do something before I leave, let her parents know. Let her support system know. If she does have siblings, like you said, that are doing all that shit, let them know, like, hey, it's come to the point where she's like burning bridges and I don't want to see her in a space in life where she doesn't have shit. Look how she talks to y'all, her siblings. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, I don't know, man. That's a mess. What do y'all think she should do? What do y'all think? We need some more updates. We're getting them. Again, another shout out for all the Twitch people. Shout out to you guys. Today we're just gonna be focusing on updates. Okay. And I'm seeing some familiar names in the chat, by the way. What's up? My back hurt. We So we have about 6 updates, okay? Some of them are more recent and some of them aren't, but I'm going to let you guys know which stream the original is on, so you can go back and watch it if you would like. So yeah. The first one is pretty recent. Am I the a-hole for not supporting my mom's relationship? If you guys remember this, we'll recap. But this is fresh in my head. Just know. Am I the a-hole for not supporting my mom's relationship? This one, I know y'all remember this one. Had a crush on an undercover incel. Okay. This one, I don't know if you've been watching since I've been like doing the Twitch thing and everything like heavy. I know you remember this story, the soggy oyster trap story, where dude says I'ma chill. The next one is the Halloween story. So again, if you guys were on the stream with us back in October on Twitch and YouTube, update on Halloween, the lack of common sense. Okay. And then the last one is long, and I remember this one, but I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. The narcissistic ex-stepmom text me pretending to be my sister. Okay. So hopefully all of those sound familiar to you. If not, it's okay. I'm going to give you the date. You can go on my YouTube channel where I archive all the Tribe Teas and you can go and watch it. Okay. Just look up the date on my channel. So the first one, am I the a-hole for not supporting my mom's relationship? Okay. This one was very, very, very recent. And I wanted to stop making the mistake of waiting like a whole year to do the certain updates, and also I was just asking for some and y'all delivered, so this is very, very recent. This was read on the stream on December the 13th of 2023. So if you want to go on my channel, it's literally last week's stream. We just talked about this. And it's the dude who basically their mom was dating this dude who be saying homophobic slurs to him, who tried to pull a knife out on him before, just all around makes him feel unsafe, and I was like, no, you are not the a-hole for not liking her, like, in my opinion. They also had some screenshots. I don't know if I still have them. It was last week. I might. She might. She just might. Oh, I think I do. What? Let me see. Yeah, because I was like, I know I was reading something. Oh, no. You know what receipts I'm pulling up? Oh my gosh, I don't even want to relive that. Y'all remember the story where the dude, what's it called? The dude was looking at the cat in the bathtub and was like, I would kick it. I would kick it in the water. She was like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why would you do that? Like, are you good? Do I need to call somebody? Maybe. But yeah, I don't have them. I thought I still did, but I guess I don't. I have some receipts from another story we're going to read, though. So I'm going to just keep this up here. All right. So basically, here's the update. They said, first off, thank you for reading my story. I was taking notes like homework so I could answer any questions you had. Side note, oh my gosh, yes. So if y'all remember, I got them mixed up with the unicorn story. So that's the live stream with the unicorn title. And they said that I mixed their Am I the A-hole with a unicorn story. And I apologize, but I actually do have a unicorn story as a bi male. And I would love to send it to you since you said it is rare. Friend, what do you mean? You're gonna send me the story? Look, I am all for it. Please send it. I am ready to hear it. Right, everybody in the chat talking about I'm ready to hear it, Mr. Unicorn, because I want you to spill. I want to know, like, was it the girl that introduced you? Was it the dude that was just like, by the way, I got a girl? Like, what happened? What happened? Let me stop. I'll be patient. I'll wait for you to write it up. Okay, I'll wait. Shoot, for all I know, you probably already wrote it. Hey, I don't know. So my mother is a Libra, if that adds anything to her personality. Shout out to all the Libras in the chat. My stepdad wasn't a deadweight. He was just boring to my mom. Yeah, because if y'all don't remember what happened, basically she just like dipped and left him. And I was like, well, damn, was he like supporting anything in the home? Like, how are they like able to just up and leave like that, you know? But he said that no, the stepdad wasn't a deadweight. He was just boring to her. And I don't know if y'all remember, the mama was also having an affair. Like the dude she was with, she was having an affair with, like, it was crazy. She's just a cheater. She just be cheating. She just be doing all her stuff. But then he be doing stuff too. It's just like the mom's choosing the man over her son. It's just like everybody is just being toxic. And I think the resolution we came to, if I'm not mistaken, was you need to leave them people alone for your own mental health. Like, too much. It's just too much. So he was quote unquote boring to my mom. He lived a very routine lifestyle and he would go to work, see his own mother, and then go home. My mom, however, liked to be outside. Oh, okay. My mom liked to be outside and didn't like that he was essentially a homebody. Man, well, look, I don't understand what more outside she needs to be doing. Like, oh my gosh. Oh, I remember him. This is the dude that threw your dead dog in the trash instead of like having a proper burial. I remember. Yeah, like they were both just not cool, bro. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that part. I am so sorry. Like, why would he do that? And why would she want to stay with somebody who does that? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, bruh. See, he threw her out on the actual trash day. So no, I didn't get to have my dog cremated. Oh, wow. That is messed up. That is so messed up. That's crazy. All I have of her is a toy and a collar. Yeah, I would have just been heartbroken. I wouldn't even want to mess with him, bro. My bio dad is a pastor and travels all over the country and works for the government. He's very busy and didn't trust me to be in one of his houses alone around that age, just to clear up the time. Yeah, because I was asking, like, is there any other support or something that you could be with? So to clear up the timeline, the end of 2019, we lost our house. The house I was kicked out of, the owner came back to the city I live in and just wanted the house back. My mom prolonged having to be removed due to COVID restrictions at the time. I was kicked out fall of 2020, and she eventually moved out around January of 2021. So when he would kick her out, because remember, the new dude would kick her out and make her go, the dude that's be doing the homophobic slurs and all that stuff. He will kick the mom out and make the mom go and sleep in the car. And then the mom will call them up, the tribe member up. After all this horrible toxic shit has happened, now you want to team up and, oh, he's horrible. Oh, he has me in the car. But then when the morning comes, you about to go right back in the house. Man. So when dude would kick her out, that was a time when she didn't have a home for a couple months, because remember the COVID situation. In early 2021, before she got her own place again. So she enjoys being around, and remember he named him Tyrone because he likes to be outside. Mr. has her sitting in the car. He likes to be outside. He is a DJ, a t-shirt maker, a construction worker, and a mechanic while still being broke. I don't know why I thought you were about to say barber. Like, that's just I don't know. Like, what is he, a Pop Warner coach too? Like, this is, I don't know. My dad said he would have made that dude go missing if I would have called him that night that he threatened me with the brick. Yeah, that happened too. He got threatened with a damn brick by Mr. Tyrone. I personally knew my dad would blow up, so I spared him despite the issues I had. More recently, my mom contacted my dad telling him to have me respect him, and my dad brought up what he did to me, and she shut up about it. She also hates the relationship that I have with my dad since I moved away from her. She tried to have me come to Thanksgiving, but I didn't because he and his kids were there. What? Oh, so she's trying to do that thing again. She's trying to do that thing again. I'm going to refresh y'all memory in case y'all don't remember. So, the last time they linked up and why he really just went no contact with his mom is because he already had the incident with, the brick, all that stuff, right? So he told his mom, look, I don't want nothing to do with him. The next time I see him, I might spit on him. Like, that's how much I don't like him, right? So the mom's response was, okay, my birthday's coming up. I'm throwing a birthday party. Would you like to come? So-and-so is going to be there. I used to have those text messages, but I guess I cleaned my computer off, child. But yeah, she was just like, are you aware he's going to be there and all that? And our friend here was just like, okay, I'm going to be cordial. I'm not going to cause a scene. I'm going to be cordial. It is what it is, right? So they go there. Why, when they go there, is it like this big thing? Like, it's just like, tension or whatever. After the event is over, his mom gonna text him talking about why you always gotta be so mad? What are you even mad at him for? And that's when I made the remark, the next time she want to go and when she get kicked out and sitting in her car, I'll be like, bitch, what is you mad for? Because it's like, damn, really? I can't forgive him the way you can. You're like, it's like, even though moms can do some effed up stuff or dads can do some effed up stuff, like, you can't help it. You still love your parent, right? So it's just like, damn, bro, like, I'm trying here. No, she does. She acts like a teenager for real. So because of that incident, he fell back, right? Why would you want to recreate that incident again with the Thanksgiving, with And that was another thing. At the mom's birthday party, it was nobody but Tyrone's family. That just Tyrone's family and just Tyrone's kids. So you're trying to reenact the same situation again? Okay. So, I did not show up to Thanksgiving. I appreciate the bond with my dad, but it's not perfect either, as I have my own issues with him. I was going to say, but I didn't want to bring it up because obviously he's not the worst villain here, right? But I was going to say, elephant in the room, when a parent is absent, it's so much easier for them to be the good guy because the person that's there usually gets the brunt of it. He has the luxury of parenting from afar, right? So I would see why you would have your own issues, because at the end of the day, it's like, why can't I stay with you? Why can't I stay at you? You get what I'm saying? But hey, they said my mother's ears must have been burning when the stream happened, because why did she text me talking about I miss you? Ooh. Oh no. With a picture of us when I was a little kid. Yeah, she's trying to slither her way back in without doing any work. And it's like, no, mama, you need to actually get rid of that man, for one, or really have him sit down and apologize to your son, because that don't make no sense. Like, why would you even want to be around somebody? Like, I would have been like, look at that picture of me as a kid and just imagine a grown-ass man hitting that little kid with a brick. Like, don't you feel crazy? Right, the baby pictures are very manipulative. So manipulative. I ended up just ignoring her because Black parents love to slide in without actually apologizing. A lot of parents be doing that. A lot of parents do. I think it's a generational thing. My dad and I agree that my mom has definitely changed, and she is not the woman I was super close with prior to that year. I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt because she lost both of her parents around the time we lost the house. Damn. In 2019. Damn. Yeah, she's having a midlife crisis. And we both think that she had like a mental break or something. I'm not trying to give her an excuse, but we're just trying to piece together, where did this flip behavior happen? I apologize if this update is all over the place. I just wanted to answer things you were saying in stream. More stories to come from me. My life is not normal, as you can see. Well, thank you so much for the update. Yeah, that could be a really big possibility that your mom is grieving and she's having a midlife crisis. And she's doing all this reckless stuff, going goo goo gaga over this man. Just abrupt behaviors, hyper promiscuity, all that jazz. Manipulation, gaslighting. You name it. Your mom was doing that. But I mean, I'm glad you at least have a parent that you could lean on in this situation, even if they aren't in your face. You know, you could still call them. It is what it is. You said some moms think they can just go ghost and pop back up. Nah, right? You said Gen X parents. T. They said, like, mama, stand up. He said, my mom never apologized directly for stuff she's done, but at the very least, her behavior changed drastically. And that's the only time an unspoken apology is somewhat appropriate, in my opinion. Yes, I feel like actions are way louder than words, you know? So if you do certain things to let me, yeah, I would definitely take note of that. However, you can't control other people, right? So you also can't control other people's reactions. So if somebody can't let that hurt go because they want to have this conversation with you and you're just like, oh no, I just can't. You're actively showing me that you just don't want to, you don't want to close, you don't want to compromise. You said you're going to handle that. You're going to close it in your way type shit. But because like there's really nothing you can do to repair. Okay, say the stream we were watching on TikTok on Monday, that comedian Miss Pat, who they were talking about whooping the kids with the Hot Wheels track, right? So let's fast forward 20 years from now. How without verbalizing that, are we gonna fix that specific thing? That's different than being like, oh, when I was younger, you used to yell at me for eating broccoli, and now I can sit in front of you and eat a bowl of broccoli, and you'll look at me and you'll just walk away. You won't say nothing nasty. We can't heal that whooping with the Hot Wheels track without having a conversation of like, hey, when you beat me with that Hot Wheels track, that stuck with me, bruh. Like, I can't, like, what? Like, look. You said, I feel for this tribe member. I know, I do too. Because they're really trying, and it sucks when a parent, like, just blatantly tells you, like, oh, I don't care. I'm about to do what I want. But, our parents are people, too. They're humans, too. And I definitely think she's going through a midlife crisis mixed with grief overload. So yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Thank you so much for sending me in your update. So we have another update. This one is a very, very short update. This update is like one sentence. And it is the crush on the incel. So I'm going to refresh you guys' memory. There was a girl who was in college, art school, whatever. She was an artsy girl. It was either an art school or an arts class. And she met this guy, and they hit it off immediately, dating, right? Or whatever, dating without a label. I don't know what the hell was going on. This stream was also on the December 13th of 2023 stream. And basically they were dating for a little bit, and bro was like, I don't want to do this. I'm not ready to date. And she was like, okay, respect. He was like, however, I have this friend, and you guys should go out. So she starts dating the friend. Bro was being on some testy shit, and now he's like all being weird because she's dating his friend. Like, it's weird. Then even weirder, he over here talking about how he like watching like alt-right YouTubers. Here, let me fresh y'all memory. My dude was talking about this shit. You saw AITA? He's like nonsensical when it comes to race. Talking about he's a genius besides that. Weird sometimes, but I tend to turn the other cheek. He's so aware and quick to put an end to persona. Who is he talking about? Just incredibly interesting to me compared to people like iDubbbz, aka people who have denounced this whole community. Not that I enjoy the monotonous slander and the over-speaking. Oh my God, I forgot about him, the over-speaking. If you must weed whack me, and like, what are you talking about, bro? Oh my gosh. And then here we go with the other cheek again. I'm about to drop kick you across. Like, bruh. Let me stop. Whenever people say turn the other cheek, I'm just like, bruh, you know what that means, right? Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Like, what the hell? Like, that's another thing. Like, bro, you're literally fighting for your right to watch, what's it called? Onision, all this weird shit in 2023. To my understanding, you want to cut me off. I don't blame you. It's jokes. I don't blame. It's like, bro, okay, all right, boring. Shut up. It's like, bro, you're outside now. You don't have to do that anymore. So then, long story short, y'all can go and watch the live for the details. She ends up, her boyfriend, now she's dating the guy's friend, the incel's friend. and her current boyfriend is starting to really not vibe with him like that either. So graduation time comes. They all graduate. And that's when I was like, bro, if your man still fucks with him, no, you need to break up with him. Like, and I rarely say that on here, you know, because I don't like being that guy. Leave him. But some things I can see the patterns, and it's like, let's just save yourself the trouble. Because I don't know no man or woman, fuck it, or anybody who would just sit there and just listen to somebody else berate their partner and talking about how they passed around and how they ran through their partner and like, oh yeah, I had her before you. Like, I don't know nobody. Yeah, when especially if a man lets somebody disrespect you, nah, bro. So they did say, after they said, hey, thank you for reading, I have one final update. I was just reading over this email, shaking my head. This is all so silly. So I do not talk to either of them. I clocked it because I'm like, there is no way. There's no way birds of a feather flock together. And there's no way someone's just going to sit there and listen to that. That doesn't make any sense. She said she don't talk to either of them anymore. And her life has been at peace ever since, period. She put the little emojis. Well, that is good to hear, friend, because I was a little worried. I'd be a little worried when y'all be talking about these toxic ass people, and then at the end of the story, surprise, we're still dating. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's good, girl. Well, all right. So let's get to the next story. Thank you so much for sending in your story, dude. I really, really appreciate it. And that is good news to me. I'm glad your life is doing better. So let's get on to this next update. The soggy oyster trap. Now, some of y'all may remember this, some of y'all may not. So I'm going to do a little rundown. The update is long. So this is a much needed breakdown. The original stream that their story is on was posted so long ago. Damn. Are y'all even gonna remember this? I remember this sad thing. I remember this. I didn't even know this was this old. Why did I think I just read this? The soggy oyster trap story was streamed on July the 6th, 2022. I thought I did that this year. That was last year. I didn't think I did any lives last year for real. So I'm going to refresh your mind. So this person, this tribe member has, I'm going to try to pronounce the condition. Trimethylaminuria. First try. It is also known as the fish odor syndrome. Okay. And they say they try to do all types of stuff. And I remember I told them I went to school with somebody with that. And like, you know, they were a girl and they went through a lot of stuff too. Like I remember reading this and going through the whole motions. And basically she met this guy who was friends with her older brother. And how old was she? She was like 19 and he was 20 at the time. No, I'm saying I am looking at y'all like, did I pronounce it right? Because I don't know. So they said at the time when this happened, they were just desperate for male attention. And this dude was just like really not it. Like they said he looked like Beans from... Y'all remember Beans? That's what I was telling y'all about the other day with the Jamaican meme. Hold on, let me see. Do I still have it? They said that man looked like Beans. Yeah, this dude. They sent me this too for an updated visual for y'all. just in case y'all are too young to know who Beans is. If you're too young to know who Beans is, man, that hurts my heart. Y'all don't remember Beans? Y'all talking about I'm wheezing. No, I'm for real. This dude. He kind of looked like Beans too. Oh my gosh, he's perspirating. Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh. Calm down. Is it ever that serious? Is it ever that serious? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. I'm reading this. They said they went out or something. He had braces that made his gums all puffy and it grossed me out. Anyways, time passed. One thing lead to another. We in my room, nothing but the drawers on, and he was not used. Now she said Beans was packing. What? Beans was packing? Friend. I don't even have anything to say. That's wild, right? So was this Beans white? Yes, this is white Beans. Beans has always been white. This and that mouth is just full of bacteria, friend. I'm about to throw up. Oh my gosh, bruh. Oh my gosh. So he pushed me over and took out my drawers and went in and he gagged. Yes, gagged, bitch. I was so embarrassed. And he looked at me with watery eyes. And I asked him, what's going on? And he said, you have a soggy oyster trap for a biscuit and you need to douche. And I responded with the quickness, your mouth is a soggy oyster trap. You need to douche your gums. What do you even do? Oh my God. They dated for 2 years. That's crazy. He told me that I was stinking something fierce. And I told him he didn't seem to mind when he was eating them groceries for 2 years. So I kicked him out and told him to clean up. Oh my gosh. I am just in shock right now. I don't even know what to say. I am still stuck on the oyster trap. Oh my goodness. Okay. When I got back to school, blah, blah, blah. My brother found out, but he still stayed friends with Beans because he needed a ride to work. Oh my goodness. He got a new girl now. How is he getting all this play? And she said the moral of the story is to always just wash up, I guess, especially if you got a condition. Girl, I guess. Okay, let's get to the update now that we're all caught up. Now that we are all caught up. So, Soggy Oyster Trap Part 2. Okay. Hey, Naja. I got to spill some more tea. Oh my gosh. So, first off, I got my zodiac all wrong. Oh, really? I am actually a Cancer sun and Aquarius moon. This girl I went to school with swore she was some sort of expert. Little do I know, she got it all wonky. Also, thanks for hold on. So you are a Cancer sun and Aquarius moon. What did you think you were before? Let me see. I could have sworn. Oh, you said you are a Leo with a Cancer moon. Damn, they really okay. Well, that's crazy to think you were a Leo this whole time just to find out you're a Cancer. That's a very bold transition. Shout out to all the Cancers and the Aquarius out there. But I'm an Aqua moon too. Shout out to us. So, oh, and shout out to the school's astrologist. Thank you to everyone for cracking up at my story because it makes it a little easier for me to think back on it and not feel so bad. A little update on Beans that actually inspired me to send this was his transformation. Oh my gosh. So we all know that I said he looked like Beans/Beetle, but over the years he actually lost some weight and is looking kind of fire. Girl, you must got a type or something because is giving fedora. I don't know how we can. I don't know. They say, y'all, please don't judge me, but he actually looks like who? I'm about to have to look this up. Who is that? MD. I didn't know that was that man's name. Yeah, you just got you a little tight because I don't. You need to go and try to get you a different type of pasta and lobster, not this. This is a mess. So she said this what he looked like now. This what he looked like. And she said this is fine. It's funny because the comparison is very spot on. This could be Beans in another universe. This could be Beans. Literally. Bruh. I'm sorry. I can't get jiggy with this shit, bruh. I'm scared. Mom, come get me. Yeah, not my type, but do you. More to go around, right? So that's what he looked like now, minus the accent and the braids. But here's a video of him. So Beans got his braces taken off and his gums no longer look like they're about to explode and bust out his fucking mouth. He's still working at Popeyes with my brother and is now the head cook and manager. Okay. He got a little Miata now. Oh my gosh, I'm about to die. Oh my gosh. So he thinks he's real hot shit now. Okay. So I made a little something of myself as well. I have my own apartment. Yes, ma'am. I've been working my ass off and going to community college. Yes, ma'am. And yeah, I'm trying to get up out of here. I would have liked to stay at home, but my brother got his baby mama, his son, our mom's boyfriend, and our dog laying up in a 2-bedroom. Oh, hell no. Yeah. Nope. I would have sucked it up too. So Beans glowed up and surprise, surprise, he's been coming around more. Now, even though his new look, he low-key got me thinking mischievous. Friend. Why are you spinning the block? Why are you contemplating spinning the block? Y'all were dating for not 10 years. Oh my God, girl. 2 years. 2 years. That's what I'm saying. Did he really glow up or did he get a haircut and stop eating the Popeyes and just working at the Popeyes? Like, what? What? rumor has it, Beans got this girl pregnant. But just not any girl, you see. She's actually, if this is true, the rumor's true, a married soldier who is 40 years old. We are in our 20s. Nah, I got the same. I'm sorry. I have to repeat what someone said in the chat. I'm still bugging over the fact that you over here calling Mr. Popeyes fine after he just called you a fermented fish trap. Tell me, bless that baby. Oh my gosh, the military people do be wild, and I told y'all, send me in your military stories. I'll eat them up, cause y'all be on one for real. No, for real. You talking about I still don't like his slick ass mouth. Got a married woman pregnant. Wow. Now, how Beans got involved in his story has some of us convinced and some of us thinking he just talking out his ass, but I'm going to let y'all be the judge. So is he going around telling people he got an older woman pregnant who's married? Like, I'm confused. Where are the rumors coming from? So if it's not coming from him, who's spreading the rumors? Is the older lady? If I was her, I wouldn't be saying shit. I would just wait to see how the baby turn out, if it looked like Beans coming out or not. Like, what? I would leave Beans right the fuck where he was at. She's talking about she got to sit down with him. My gosh, let's see. No, he is probably spreading rumors about his damn self. So I got to sit down with Beans and I pick his head for a little bit on the matter. And this is what he said. Apparently this soldier is an officer and we will call her G.I. Jane or Janie. So Janie is stationed at the base about an hour and a half from our shitty little town, and Beans had some business to attend to at said base. Pause. If anybody is military in the chat, can you let me know? Isn't it like a crime to commit adultery in the military? Like a legit crime? Am I tripping? Last time I checked, it was like you would go to jail. Okay. You said it can get you kicked out. Okay. I thought I was... Okay, so I'm not tripping. Why is he just talking about this like he's... What? They said you get in trouble, not jail. Okay. I figured, because I know people be cheating. It's just when a child comes out of it, there's no denying that adultery happened, you know? So... Definitely don't care about the BM. And she should have known better. She should have known better. They say because you made your vows to your country, and if you break the vows to your spouse, you don't look trustworthy. Huh. I can see that. So Jane is stationed an hour away. Now, when I asked him what business you were even doing over there, he said he was making deliveries. And y'all, we are not talking about Popeyes. Are you dumb? Well, duh, he's dumb. What? So we're not talking about Popeyes. He is so stupid bringing up flowers to a base. When I asked him, how the hell did you pull that off? And he said he puts it in instant coffee and pretends he's an Instacart delivery driver and goes to see this woman. He swears his I don't know what you're talking about. He swears his something is real good, but I don't know who the hell wants to smoke some coffee. Okay, I get what you're saying when you say flour in the base. It took me a second. I'm a little touched. I'm sorry. So he was literally delivering El Drugas to a military base. He's a smart guy. Very smart guy. Wow. Wow. And they said, I don't know who the hell wants to smoke some coffee infused bud, but okay. Look, they'll do it. They do it in jail all the time when they can't get drugs. They'll smoke caffeine, nicotine. It's some baser shit. Baser things you do on the base. Not the barracks bunny. I'm dead. No, for real. Like, you doing a whole fat crime. This dude does not care, bro. He's not the brightest. So, anyway, it was for a party. The delivery was for a party that was going on at a house on base, and he ended up staying and bragging on how he was smoking up all the flowers that they brought from him. Ooh, he's a slime ball. He is a slime ball. That's another thing. Y'all doing this all on the base is wild. They talking about delivering trees to cops is very Caucasian. Tripping. This is the police. Oh my gosh. So he drinking up all they lick and smoking all the flowers. Y'all, I told you guys he was cheap. So first he's sipping on my iced tea and now making himself at home. That's a new low, even for beans. But anyway, back to the story. Janie was at a party and he said he didn't see no ring and she was not acting married. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, freaking right. He says one thing that led to another and they took it to another room. Beans is just on one. I just don't understand. And then thank you, Jay. Like, so he's just at your house chilling, telling you this little story. Like, girl, what? If this ends with you hooking up with Beans, I'll not tell you. Because if you think Beans hasn't, how you typing to me about his little bean head ass, you don't think he hasn't told stories about you to his homies and shit, you're crazy. Like, I wouldn't even fuck with him. You couldn't waterboard this Beans incident out of me. Like, I would just be like, nope, I would even see Beans in public, be like, go get Popeyes from my brother and just like look right past him. Like, I don't even know who that. I've never been introduced to you. I don't know you, sir. Like, I'm sorry, there was an accident. I don't remember. Like, girl, like, I don't know, man. Right? Like, I would have just had to leave him alone, man. Like, no. Right? We having a Tamron sit down. Oh my goodness. So he takes G.I. Jane to the room. And they're at a house that does not belong to either of them, mind you. He said that she went to go to the restroom and never came back. Beans left in the morning and I guess decided to ask his client what was up with Janie. And the client is some young jarhead, like thing from Ed and Eddie. And he doesn't seem to know his ass from his head because he didn't know who the hell Beans was talking about. Apparently, Janie has a big old mole on her cheek, and that was the only like identifying feature that Jarhead could match up, and said that was his supervisor. This is crazy. She might murder Beans for her job. Beans better go somewhere. Does he not watch the news? The U.S. military is terrifying. He better do something. He needs to get out of town. Wow. They were shocked to find out what went down because apparently that supervisor is some straight-laced busybody that brags on her husband who lives on the other side of the country on some corporate Mr. Man beat. This is about 8 months ago. So here comes Janie popping out a little baby beetle. If this is his. Wow. So did they hook up? Like, so after this incident, Beans decides to leave this whole situation alone because he doesn't want to get entangled in no marital drama. He found out that she's pregnant because Jarhead and him became buddies after the party. Mr. Jar mentioned that Jeannie been looking large and has been requesting time off or something because he hasn't been seeing her for the past couple months. He said that there's no confirmation on her condition, if she really is pregnant, but this man swears something is up and the timing is just a little uncanny. When I asked Beans what jar meant by large, he was like, well, pregnant, girl. And I said, large don't always equal pregnant. And he said, well, that's true. Now, protection, he says, I think so. But that he thought women stop. My dog is dumb as hell, dog. He said he thought women stop menstruating at 35. If that were true, Naja would not exist. My grandma, I think my grandmother got pregnant with my dad and his brother in her late 30s, early 40s. I'm not going to tell nobody business, but I just heard of somebody in their 50s that didn't know and they just got pregnant. Every woman is different. There are some women who, they stop bleeding at, a certain time. But I really feel like there's that propaganda right now where it's just like your physical time clock is ticking. You got to hurry up. No, for real. Like, he got left behind, child. Like, what? I feel like, bro, if I have a son, he's going to know about this type of stuff because that don't make no damn sense. This could have prevented so much. Like, what? Man, look. I feel like if you don't know certain things, you shouldn't even be fucking, bro. Because this don't make no damn sense. And then be real. You didn't wrap it up, bro. Because you over here, I thought that. No, for real. They need to bring back sex ed for real. Because I do think it's a disservice that men aren't taught this when they're boys. The same way women are taught certain things when they're girls. Like, because damn. You said, I remember reading about a guy that thought girls have their period only after they have sex and thought his girlfriend cheated on him. Damn, bro. So what? You just be... So do it be bleeding when he do? Oh my God. I don't want to know. Like, damn, sir. Is anyone ever excited to see you? Why is there always got to be blood involved? Like, what are you doing? So there's no confirmation on this woman's condition if she's really pregnant, but this man swears something is up in the timing, right? So Tweedledee and Tweedledum here don't seem like they're the authority of differentiating between weight gain and pregnancy. They don't even know about... No, for real. Talk about you didn't know people could still do stuff after 35 is crazy. So I asked him, where the hell did you get that information about the 35 menstruation thing? And he said, because that's when his mom stopped. Why do you know that? Why do you know that? I can tell you wholeheartedly right now, I do not know if my mom still has a period. Like, bro, you're weird as fuck, Beans. That's so weird, bro. I don't know. Maybe some people's relationships are closer than others, but especially as a son, like, that's weird. That is so fucking weird. I'm sorry. I'm judging. Beans. You shouldn't have said that. That's weird. Ew, Beans. Beans told me he's tried to reach out to Janie, but not through Jarhead because he doesn't want to get him in trouble, but with no luck. Now, considering her age and how far along she's supposedly been in the military, she's getting ready to retire soon, and I don't blame her for not wanting to get involved with Beans, though he thinks he is the Gordon Ramsay of fried chicken at the Popeyes. Oh my gosh. Beans has tried to reach out to Janie, but not through... Okay, so Beans swears that he does not have feelings for Janie. only for the baby if there is one. Oh my gosh, this guy is so fucking cringe, dude. Like, bro, no, like, that's cool you're willing to step up, but it's like realistically, remember how I told you I never side eye when it comes to an age gap relationship? I never side eye the younger person. In this instance, he is the younger person. She's already established. She has all this. Like, why would she, you know? But Beans, you need to go to court if that's your kid so you can fight to be in their life, because she definitely has the power here. Damn, one night stand. Wow. They said he does not have feelings for her, but only for the baby if there is one. So if anything comes of this, I would have nothing to worry about, and he would still be my man if I committed to him. What? So he thinks he still has a shot to be with you? So he told you this whole story just to preface. This is like what I said about that other live stream about, like, okay, just because somebody you were dating is honest about doing you dirty, they shouldn't get brownie points for just being honest. Like, bruh, what? Wow. They said, I'm not really sold on any of this, as you shouldn't be. Even though he has apologized about the whole soggy oyster trap moment, I can't get past it, especially if there's a possibility he has a baby Beans in the works. Beans claims that he's coming up in the world because of his new position, the car, the side hustle, and he has a new side hustle cleaning septic tanks with his uncle. Oh wow. He does a lot of stuff. Y'all, I cannot make this up. He said even if he does have to pay child support, the fact that he thinks that that's what will be going on, that lady there's not going to be no child support. What he's going to have to do is he's going to have to go to court and get arranged like a visitation and shit. That lady is not going to need your money, Mr. Beans. You are not Future. Like, my dog got a Miata, don't know how to act. Talk about, oh man, she going to put me on child support. Why would she put you on child support? You don't have shit. What do you have? What's she gonna what? She's gonna give the baby a car? What's the baby gonna do with your car? That baby need diapers. That's what the baby need. Come on, sir. And she's already married. So the baby's already gonna be born into a stable home. It's already gonna have a routine. You're gonna be that guy, like, bruh, he ain't even thinking about it realistically. He is not ready. He says even if he has to pay child support, he's gonna make a way for me. Now, I've never been one to judge or make fun, but I cannot with his ass. He said he wants to make me the stepmom that he wish he had. Sir, that is a threat. What? That is a freaking threat. I want you to be the stepmom that I wish I had. I don't know if that's a compliment or what, but never would I have thought I would be told some shit like this. I will update you guys on this whole situation when I get more word. Yeah, let us know if that's his baby or not. That's all I want to know. And then once you find that out, stop talking to him. Let him be your brother's friend. Stop talking to him. It don't even matter. Aren't you about to move too? You about to get the hell up out of that town anyway? Yeah, stop talking to him. F that guy. He sucks. That dude sucks. Get him out of here. He got too much drama going on. That's way too much baggage. Emphasis on why are we still talking to him? Yeah, he's trying to follow you at the small town. Oh my gosh. Not you said the customer's pushing you over the edge. No. Bruh, look. Man, I believe it. Let me get to this next story. This one's really, really short. This next update. This is the Halloween update. If you guys remember, this live was on September the 6th of 2023. And it is called Halloween and the Lack of Common Sense. It was streamed on September 6th, 2023. And if you guys remember, it was about a group of friends, and they were teenagers, young and dumb. School was closed on Halloween. So they were like, you know what? Let's ditch. Let's just... So wait, if school was closed... Here, let me read this. School is closed on Halloween, so my friends and I plan to take a trip to another part of town. Oh. So they just didn't tell their parents that Halloween was closed. Gotcha. But yeah, they just made a whole bunch of bad decisions. They went to a high-rise apartment, had a bunch of pharmaceuticals and 304s around. Yep, just tons of crazy stuff. Somebody saw them in the streets and was questioning why they weren't at school. They went to a bus stop. The bus windshield was cracked. Oh my gosh. We got off after 2 stops, caught the next bus, went to the mall. Then when they got to the mall, that's when there was like a shooting or something that happened. And they sent me this, they sent me a news snippet of the shooting. Somebody shot a cop. Damn. So they didn't know how to get back home after that. Oh my gosh. There was helicopters? Well, they shot a cop. Somebody shot a cop. That's what I'm saying. School closed on Halloween. Y'all are lucky. That's it. Bring your ass to school. You better not dress up and be a distraction. You'd be like, damn. Nah. So they got stuck in that area because of the shooting. There was no more transportation. There was no more nothing. So they were stranded. They had to get back home. So finally they called. Who did they call to take them home? Hold on. So I remind them, a killer is on the loose. We got to get home. And I went home, but 2 of her friends did not. How did you get home? Oh, somebody's boyfriend offered to give them a ride. So the 2 girls that did not go home got in trouble. Oh my gosh, this is a mess. This is a mess. So what is the update? Like, what more happened? Are you giving me an update? Hold on, what happened to the man that shot the cop? I want to know that. I want to know that. Damn, these freaking earrings. Okay, here, let me see. Cop slaying. Oh, not y'all said this premium content. Oh my God, he fled. He fled to Miami. Oh, wow. And then returned home. Wow. So he fled to Miami after doing what he did to that cop that night, which y'all witnessed. That's crazy. Y'all should not have been outside being grown. Whose house was y'all at where there was El Drugas and 304s? Oh my gosh. Anyway, here's the update. Sorry, y'all. I just had to get it together. Y'all said he fled. He did. He fled. That's what they wrote in here. I know it's fled, but they said he fled to Miami. They said that man fled. So the update is, good morning. Thanks for reading. I wanted to clarify that we did know we had off from school that day. We just didn't tell our parents because they would have forced us to clean up the whole house and stay home. Our school was different than your typical school, as some of the teachers taught us in elementary and got jobs at our high school because they really want us to succeed and go to college. They were really big on community. So what type of, like, how were y'all able to get Halloween off? That's what I wanted to know. They're really big on it takes a community to raise a child. Ooh, well, I need to move there. Some of us were mother and father figures that we didn't have. And I forgot to mention the first bus we got on, had we not gotten off, we would have come in contact with the killer. Oh my gosh. So if they wouldn't have gotten off at the stop they did, they probably would have came in contact with him. The news article is probably archived by now, but I remember the photo they used to try to identify the killer showed the cracked window from the bus's camera. That is creepy. Oh my gosh. Thanks for reading. No problem. What the hell? Y'all said, why do parents always make their kids clean or some shit on a holiday? No, seriously, it's free labor. Free labor. Like, damn, I can't relax on my day off. Kids be tired too. I used to hate that growing up. My mom would be like, what do y'all even have to be tired about? Your only job is just go to school. And I'd be like, bruh, I'm tired. I had to wake up at 5 a.m. I don't know if school's still like this, but back when I was going to school, we had to be in first period at 6:30. I mean, first period or sixth period, depending if it was A day, B day, whatever. 6:30. Like, damn, I'm tired too. Maybe I just want to just rot in the bed for a little bit. Yes, 6:30. I remember being on my bus going to school my whole high school career at 6:30. Yes. Yes, and then we get out at 1 p.m. And the reason was because a lot of us had jobs. So we would leave school and then drive straight to work. And then we could do like a little 4-hour shift. And then if you play sports, you was really an overachiever. You clock out of work at like 4 or 5 o'clock. You go to practice. You get out of practice at like 7, 8 o'clock. So, yes, a lot of kids are tired. A lot of kids are tired. A lot of kids are tired. They be at school, all these extracurriculars. If you want to have a well-rounded kid anyway and not be an iPad gremlin, yeah, bruh. Kids gonna be tired. I be looking at my little cousin. She be on little canoes and stuff. She be going on little hikes. They be busy. But yes, having kids up that early is messed up. When I went to middle school, we would clock into school at like 9:30, and we would get out of school at like 4:30, and that was just the schedule. And they said it was because we were going through puberty, and that's where we needed to sleep the most. My rebuttal to that is like, you don't think we need to sleep the most in high school when we're about to get thrust into the real freaking world? Like, what? I don't know. But now, allegedly, the word on the street is, because all of my siblings are not, I don't have not one sibling in high school. I don't have any high schoolers in my family. I just have middle schoolers. I got Gen Alpha babies. Like, I don't have any. So I don't know. But word on the street is, they're like a normal time now. They would go, they're at their desk at like 8:30 first period. That was just us. They were just torturing us with sleep deprivation, you know. Just it's like, damn, crazy. I agree. I think kids need to sleep so they can eat their breakfast and like decompress. 'Cause damn. Well, thank you so much for sending me in your update. Thank you. And I know you must think about that and be like, man, I really dodged a bullet. That dude was wildin'. So I'm going to get into this last update. It is a little lengthy. And it is the narcissistic ex-stepmom texts me pretending to be my sister with receipts. So this stream was on March 15th of 2023. If you guys want to see all of the receipts on the screen and in full. So this is the text that the stepmom sent her from her sister's phone. She said, bitch, you need help. You were never a sister. The only sister I have is and she named the child that they share with her dad, if that makes sense. You're just a stranger to us. Our brother doesn't even know you. Keep my mom's name out your mouth. The next time we see you, we're beating your ass. Ooh, you fast ass little girl. Every time you're here, you're always on your phone talking to a grown ass man at 13. Really? You don't love yourself. What? You want to be white? What? F you, yo daddy, and your manly ass mama, and have a good life, bitch. I know I will. Here's the thing. The mama's dead ass wrong because, for one, you're creating triangulation amongst these siblings that's ugly. You're ugly. 2, you calling this girl mama manly, all this shit. You're insecure as fuck. 3, you over here calling this girl fast, saying you talking to grown men at 13. That's a L on your part because you should have been protecting her. Weird. 4, grow the fuck up. You over here on somebody else's phone texting her like this? Are you kidding me? This time that is so ugly. Go beat her up, friend. No, for real. Like, what are you talking about? And then she sent her this straight to the stepmom. Like, she was not playing on her little sister phone. Mind you, this is a little sister. This is like a child that has to go into their phone and see this in their history. Wow. So what our friend did was she found this lady's email as an adult. You know, she found her email on Google, her business email, and sent her an email and said, I found your email from Google and I want to email you saying that the message this morning was nasty work, just like your soul. I know good and well that my sister did not send that text message, and you should be ashamed of yourself for being so childish you would stoop as low as you did and text me from my little sister's phone. How are you going to pretend to be her to hurt me? Additionally, it is so extremely fucked up that you tried to drive a wedge between two sisters. Your mother would be ashamed and disgusted with your behavior. Ooh. You are a 36-year-old. I know you're stuck in a 15-year-old bully mentality, but it's time to grow up. You have some nerve calling me fast. Who here was a teen mom? I'm listening. Which one of us lied about our age to date older men? Sounds like you have a serious problem with projection. Furthermore, we all know you've always been jealous of my mother because you thought my dad still wanted her. What about my mom is manly, bitch? You can't even tell me. Ooh. Cry louder next time when you think about my mom and the fact that the only man worth a damn that wanted you would have left you for her in a heartbeat. Hopefully you'll be able to dispel some of that hatred you still harbor for her 7 years after they've broken up. Wow. 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 That was a read. That was a motherfucking read. So, let's get into this update. Hey, Naja. Hey, Tribe. Hey, friend. I sent in a small little update while I was watching in the Twitch stream, but I want to give an official update, okay? So, you were correct. Gertrude snatched up Judy's phone and got her a new one with a new number. Yep, I already knew she was going to do that. She was going to be as spiteful as she can and try to drive the wedge between you guys because she's petty and she hates her life and herself. I was texting that number for months trying to get a hold of her. I text her once a month to check in and had no clue I was texting a disconnected number. For a while, when I called the number, it would go straight to "this call cannot be connected" or whatever the F it said. And I thought she blocked me. So when I called and it finally started ringing again, I got excited because I thought she unblocked me. But it was probably just someone else reactivating the phone. My dad finally started seeing them again around March, and that's when he admitted that she had gotten a new phone. So I started telling him to tell her to text me, and he was hesitant and wouldn't tell her, nor give me her new number for a good amount of time. This is wild. If you recall, I was trying my hardest to not even mention that lady's name. That would be him talking about her. Oh my gosh. Oh, so you did finally get the new number after 6 months, and he just told me not to talk about their mother. I was like, I ain't never said nothing to her. What are you talking about? That would be him talking about her. I remember when you were talking about the oldest, especially air signs being there because some things need to be unpacked / addressed. And I am definitely that. Yes. I feel like if you have oldest, youngest, it doesn't matter. If you have air signs, that means you need to unpack something. Like, you need to get better at your communication. Let me not be so general and say you need to unpack something. You need to work on your communication and be open about communicating, because air signs love to talk, love to hold a conversation, right? So if you're one of those people who you don't like talking about your feelings and all that, you're probably going to have an air sign for sure. So I'm definitely that for him. I went off on my dad because when Gertrude cut communication between him and the kids this time around, my brother was upset that he couldn't talk to him. I told my dad to fight for him so they could talk again, and he said he knows where to find me. I'm tired of fighting. Oh, that just made me mad. I get that you're tired, but you are the adult. Why does he have to find you? Not only are you the adult, but you are the parent. Like, you signed up for this for life. I told him that his lack of effort will do nothing but prove Gertrude right when she tells the kids, you know, he doesn't love you. That's why he's not trying to talk to you. And all of a sudden, he said he got to go somewhere. He going to call me later. Yeah, bro, they don't be wanting to hear the truth. It's like, look, this bitch did it to me. You think she's not going to do it to you? If you don't get something in place in court, you're tripping. Like, what? No. I would have in the court order, I need to have phone calls and FaceTimes with my daughter and with her immediate family members, like her sister and all that stuff. Because no. Anyway, Judy and I have been talking ever since. That's her sister. And I found my other sister, Jackie, on Insta a few weeks back and DM'd her. And it felt nice to finally talk after so long because I missed both of them very much. And I hope they can come visit me soon. Jackie graduated high school. Yes. As the valedictorian. I know that's right. And she's been going to college. Judy is about to graduate this month and start college in the spring. I also want to see them soon so I can talk them into going on campus for school. Yes, especially with a controlling mom like that and the type of grades that they have, definitely need to go on campus. Even if it's within the same town, they just need to do some on campus so they can, be independent. So Jackie allowed Gertrude to talk her into staying home. Damn. And doing online. Damn. So she can't even go on the campus? Damn. So you meant like on campus, period. I thought you meant dorming. Wow. She doesn't even want them on the physical campus taking classes. Despite having a full ride scholarship that would pay for 100% of the classes and housing. Like I said, that is wild. Because she stayed home, she had to forfeit the presidential scholarship she received from the school. She still had another scholarship that paid for the classes, but my dad and I were very disappointed because we were both hoping she would like to take the opportunity to get away from her mother and be able to think for herself for once. Yeah, but you gotta understand too, and I know you relate, we've all been there. You don't know what the fuck you're gonna do for the rest of your life at 18, and I don't even feel like that's fair to put all that on an 18-year-old. You got 18-year-olds taking out student loans. I don't know. I don't know. But basically, let me finish up this story. They said Judy is also planning on doing online classes too. So that's crazy. I just want to mentor them and be healthy, to be healthy older women, to be the healthy older womanly guidance they need, especially since their mom has never gone to college. She doesn't understand just how beneficial it will be for them to be on campus and take advantage of the networking opportunities. But yeah, that's the update. I'm probably going to go visit them in April because my cousin on my mom's side is getting married. And hopefully I can bring them to Houston before then. But thank you for reading. Well, thank you so much for sending this in. Honestly, dude. Honestly, what's going to end up happening is they're going to have this nasty, gnarly fallout with their mom. And she's going to end up being alone. Like, they will definitely remember how much you're trying. I agree. As an older sister, they're going to remember and they're going to appreciate it. However, the stepmom, your stepmom, their bio mom, she's going to be alone if she doesn't make these changes. She's acting insane. She's acting like a bratty teenager. She doesn't know how to let, but at the same time doesn't want them to leave the nest, making them forfeit all these opportunities. Like, jeez. Hey, shout out to you in the chat. You said, and your brother now lives with your dad full time. That's what's up too. I'm glad that he's like, you know, showing him that undivided attention and shit. That's awesome. But yeah, I think what you're doing with your sisters is awesome, and I think it's gonna pay off. But if the mama don't get it together, she's just gonna be standing from outside the club, like, cause I just don't see how anybody can be happy with that lingering all the damn time, right? But hey, that's just me. That's just me. But thank you so much for sending in the story and sending in an update. I hope that the wedding goes well, and I hope that their college endeavors go well too, because they need to get the hell about that house. They need to get the hell about the house, like, for real. But those are all the updates I have for today, all the stories I have for the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming in and kicking it with me, giving your advice and your 2 cents. It's always appreciated, always needed. If you would like to send your story to be read on this platform, all you have to do is email me at this email. Where is it? Right here. It is TRIBETEA@shopvoodoochild.com. Okay. TRIBETEA@shopvoodoochild.com. Period. Yeah, remember, come on Twitch. Chill with us on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 11 a.m. Mondays, we do TikTok reactions. And we record the actual Tribe Teas on Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you would like to be in the chats, that's all you got to do. Thank you guys so much.